Hello and welcome to Rulis Legacy, or whatever we are. My brain immediately forgot everything that I was gonna say. So, woo! I'm Flatter Chaos. I do the things here on the Twitchy and also the Discordy, and I have a TikTok account, though I have not used it recently. And welcome to the game. So I'm gonna throw to let's go with Amelia to introduce herself.
Hello, my name is Amelia. I'm playing Eleonora. You can find me at Amada Beloved on TikTok or actress_Amelia on Instagram. And come check us out. Join the Discord if you haven't already. We'll see if we can drop that link in the chat.
And
Who's next?
Who are you throwing to?
I will throw to Triss because she's next to me, sort of.
That's me, I think.
Hello.
Sometimes I wonder. Hello. No, it's this way. Is that right? Computers are confusing. Hi, my name is Triss. You can find me places, Twitter, TikTok. I'm not on social media super a lot, but Discord, I'm there as Triss_Joy, and I am super lucky to get to play a wonderful character, Shadow. And I am thrilled to be back for our second week with these lovely people because I had too much fun last week. And let's see, we'll keep going on around in the circle, and I'll throw it on down to Harpin.
Hi, everybody. My name is Keep on Harpin. Across most social medias and everything. I'm not exactly very active on a lot of them right now, except like this girl up there. Like her, I'm also on Discord for the Mayhem Gaming, the Roll Positive Gaming. Those are the two probably main ones I'm a part of and that I am a little more active on. But feel free to chat me up, DM me up if you have anything you want to talk about. I'm always there. And this is where you can find me on Wednesday nights at this wonderful campaign with these wonderful people, including the next person, Beauty. There we go. Going around.
Hello, I'm a Drop of Beauty. You can find me online on Discord as Nefeli or Yori, or on TikTok occasionally as a Drop of Beauty. Today I will be playing Jaina Masfrid, who is a totally ordinary-looking, ordinary woman who has nothing mysterious about her at all. She's just vibing. And over here to my this side is the next in line,
Hey guys, I'm Crazy Gamer Lady. You can find me on TikTok under, oh my god, Crazy Gamer Lady. So hard to remember, right? You can also find me on Discord.
Just to clarify, it's not, oh my god, Crazy Gamer Lady. It is just Crazy Gamer Lady.
It's just the Crazy Gamer Lady.
But please, we definitely go, oh my god.
Well, and you certainly have a lot of faith in my memory, to be fair.
You can also find me on Mayhem's Discord under, Crazy Gamer Lady. It's almost like I planned this. You can also find me every other Saturday on ADH Adventures playing Ikasi the Lizard Folk Druid on Unlicensed Magic War Crimes. And for the next couple of weeks, you can find me here every Wednesday. And I don't have anyone to throw it to because I don't have anybody else.
You have us.
You can throw it back to me. So
I will, but I'm not pointing towards you.
I feel so left out.
Mirrors are hard.
Welcome.
It's only because I have no sense of direction.
We have other games to talk about as well. On Fridays we have Erectune Rising. On Mondays we have Final Fantasy X being played through by Little Plant Gaming, and soon, we are going to have Planetscape Escape the Void, or Escape to the Void. So every other Tuesday for that one, and that one's not going to be live, but for now, but it may end up being. Other than that, are we all ready to begin? Awesome.
Can
So,
I just say I love Little Planet? I apologize. I love Little Planet and her playing of
Little
Final
Plant?
Fantasy X.
Yeah.
Actually,
oh,
Little Plant, sorry, I apologize. I
Shit.
watched it, I jumped in for a little bit when she was playing, and I was just commenting with her for a little bit. And actually, I was loving it. It was great. It was actually pretty funny.
Oh, she's fantastic, and if you're into gameplay, I would highly recommend. I've clipped a couple of the things that she said that I'm just like, this is delightful. And also, on that note, encourage people to clip stuff. Like, we want clips of this channel, we end up sharing them places, so give us a clippy thing. Do the stuff.
Do all the stuff and do all the things.
Seasoned
Yes.
professionals here. Flight, I'm going to remind you wanted to remind everybody that we show up elsewhere besides here. We have ourselves a lovely little YouTube channel and other things that you know.
Yes, so we've got the YouTube channel where we post our episodes after they're done. We also have a TikTok where we post those lovely clips, or we will be from July. Other than that, we've got a Patreon. I forget this one.
There it
This is the one that I keep forgetting. We have a Patreon, guys. I think we've got one Patreon person at the moment, but there is a...
And we love them.
Yes, we do. We have a low level, which I think is like $3 a month, which is just supporting the channel. And then from there it goes up. I can't remember what the second one is, but the third one you get to be a part of a game, and the fourth level, which is the highest, you get to have a solo game done for yourself. So, each month. But, yeah, so if you want to support us, the Patreon lowest level, or any of the levels really, but like, yeah. Anyway, now that I've been thoroughly reminded that I needed to say that, yeah, let's get into the game. Thank you very much for that. Oh, also, Triss is amazing. For Erectune Rising, the backdrops, and all of our pause screens and all of that stuff, and Little Plant Gaming's screens and stuff were made by her. She's incredibly talented, and we love her very much. So, now onto the gaming section of this episode.
The gaming section of the game seems appropriate.
Welcome to Rulis. So, last session, y'all met for the first time, were harassed by a group of not very professional kidnappers.
They were new. They were trying their best.
They were trying their best. They're not built for people kidnapping. They're more artifact kidnappers. And you also met a delightful set of golems dressed up as loxodons in an abandoned building. You then, after dealing with that, went on to get on a ship, met someone who may be a serial killer, you don't know, and are now in the air upon this ship. It's still probably getting close to midday as the ship finally leaves port. Obviously, it kind of towers over port, considering it's at least double the size of the island that you guys were on, floating in the middle of nowhere. But you could tell that this island is a regular stopping point for some people for this ship, for this trade, but also this ship clearly has picked up people from surrounding smaller islands. It's been doing a regular route to get to Orvesta. Occasionally also it does like welfare checks on little old couples who have gone and bought a floating island for their retirement and don't really have much contact with other people. So occasionally you'll see a little old couple who are going off to do their weekly shop and gamble and stuff like that on this ship as well.
Oh, that's nice.
So you guys are all on deck. What would you like to do?
Sophie's
I would like
kinda
to
just
make sure that.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Sophie.
Sophie's just kind of bouncing around like, oh my god, this is so exciting. I love all of this. That's really all she's doing.
This ship is quite a bit larger than the ones that you all would have arrived on as well. Because this is like everyone comes to this island to then get on this ship. So a lot of smaller ships have been stopping at the island that you were originally on to leave people to go on that next ship. So it's clear that this one is like designed for a lot of people, and there are a lot of things that maybe for those of you that have come from different locations won't have seen on many ships. For example, we'll talk about the stuff that's inside when you get inside. For now, you're just on the deck, but it is large and expansive, and there are a lot of different kinds of people milling about. Amelia, you were going to say something.
I'd like to check to make sure that our room locks from the inside, based on what Ticket Lady said last week.
Yeah. Jaina was
I
going to
don't
do the same
trust
thing.
her.
So you guys are going to head to your room?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic.
Check it out and stuff. Yeah, 100%, absolutely.
Oh, good. So, as you enter the... Not so much... Brig's not the right word. I can't remember what the inside is called on a ship. That's good for me. Pardon?
Cabin?
Yeah, kind of cabin. You enter, and it immediately opens up into this large kind of platform that you can see people are waiting on. There is one somewhat uniformed person. They're clearly not wearing it to, like, the standard that the kind of outfit that they're wearing should be worn, but they're standing next to a lever, kind of looking like, yeah, no, I know what I'm doing. But, is not entirely focused on the job at hand. As he kind of waits for the area to fill up. So there's no doors past this point to go anywhere. So if you guys want to interact with him, you can. Otherwise, we'll keep going.
Since Nora kind of took the lead going back here, I kind of looked to her to see what he's gonna do.
I want to insight check this guy if he's looking like he's pretending to know what he's doing.
Okay, all good. Roll me an insight check.
Quick answer, he doesn't. JK.
13.
13. Fantastic. It's not so much that he doesn't know what he's doing, it's that there's not really anything for him to know. He stands by a lever all day, and he's kind of fucking bored out of his mind.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, and
Is it
that's...
clear what the lever goes to?
The lever goes into the wall, and as you're looking at it, you realize that as you walked through the door, there was a split between the door wall and the wall in the room that you're now standing. So, as the room fills up, the doors are... He walks over to the doors that you came through and shuts them. If you guys want to, like, brace yourselves, sometimes the first move is a little bit clunky, but, should be fine. And everyone in, the terrace rooms, if you could move to the front of the room, you'll be getting off first. Thank you. And he moves towards the lever again. Slowly, he pulls the lever down, and you feel the whole room shift. If you could all make dexterity saves for me.
Oh, good
Oh,
lord.
jeepers.
Paintings are growing.
Oh.
Alright,
You know, I've been playing TTRPGs for a very, very long time. Do I remember to get my dice out before game starts ever?
No.
At least you're consistent.
Hey,
I
I
left.
did the
all-
I did the same thing.
I left most of my dice in my car, and I have not been wearing shoes all day, so I didn't go get them. All I have is one set of die, so I hope they don't hate me.
There you go.
I have to also, while you guys are rolling, say a very big thank you to Cregan for gifting 5 subs for the channel. That was very nice of you.
You beat me
Thank
to it. I was
you.
about to post in the Twitch. You beat me to it.
So thank you very much, Cregan.
Yay!
You're a delight.
And I got a 21 on that deck save.
Oh, boy.
And Nepali sure does appreciate it in the Twitch chat too, since I think
do.
that just got that got them situated. So.
24 for Shadow, and when he says that, as soon as he starts pulling on the ropes, I'll like hold like my elbow out a little, in case Nora needs something to brace on.
All good. Remy, what'd you roll?
That'd be a 17.
Okay. Jaina?
5.
So was that what was your flat roll without additions?
My flat roll was a 4.
Okay, cool. Nora?
18.
18, all good. So, most of you, because you were paying attention to his warning and kind of knew that something was about to come, were able to brace yourselves fairly easily. Jaina, you are immediately distracted as the guy is talking by someone else talking in your ear going, "Oh, I wonder what this is. This seems cool." And you are not ready for the impact and immediately fall, like, you don't fall completely, but you kind of stumble a bit and kind of knock into the people that are standing around you.
Oh, so sorry. Andres!
What? It's interesting. We haven't been in one of these.
I've flown on
Jaina,
a ship
you all
before, I
right?
promise. Yes, sorry, I got distracted, and yeah.
Took quite the go of it today.
Yeah, it's been a wonderful day.
Egg
And it's
nose,
just
egg nose, egg nose.
First at breakfast, you were knocked out, and then
Mm-hmm.
you came back covered in mud
Mm-hmm.
after your excursion outside, and now this. You all right, love?
Yes, thank you for pointing out my many failings of the day. I am, this is not normal for me. None of this is normal for me, and I just feel like I've been knocked off my rocker, but maybe if I sleep on it, tomorrow will be better. That's what I'm telling
All right,
myself.
we all have off days, and we've got a nice
Yes.
room, just the 3 of us. So that should
Yes.
be take all the rest you need. If you need some
Thank
privacy,
you.
just let Shadow and I know.
Thank you. I sincerely appreciate it. And I guess since we're going to be traveling together for some time, I look forward to getting to know the two of you.
Likewise.
Shadow
He
doesn't say anything. She just listens.
the gentleman by this, well, like the dude by the side pushes the lever back up, and there's a little shake as the elevator thing stops in place. Everyone who's got a terrace room, if you could exit to the back, your rooms will be on your tickets. Please keep in mind that stealing is prohibited. Do not take any of the wine that's in the hallway that isn't yours. Thank you. Have a nice day. And you see a couple of noble-looking types shuffle off down the same doorway you guys came through. But you can see now that through that doorway is a now different... It's a hallway that has kind of a reddish carpet. In front of each door, there is a little bucket of wine and other accoutrements for the people to take into their rooms. After a few minutes of waiting, I'd like you all to make another dex save. He doesn't bother warning you this time. After he's closed the doors, he goes back over to the lever and pulls it down, and you can hear in the wall kind of the shifting and grinding of like thick ropes moving.
13.
13, lovely.
17 for Shadow.
16.
So 13.
Remy for a 22.
All good.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh.
Go Remy.
all of you, now that you've had that first experience, know something's coming, even if he didn't yell it out. And the kind of shift under your feet happens where you're kind of planted and ready for it. Everyone who has a window view room, please move to the front. This is all of you. Your room number will be on your tickets. Please don't mind if you see any weaponry on your tickets. It is just a marking done by one of the ticket sellers. She's not gonna kill you. Please have a nice day. Feel free to do an investigation if you want to see if any of your tickets have knife drawings on them.
Okay. 2.
Oh, investigation. Ignore that roll.
18.
The 19.
Okay.
I don't care.
That is called a epically paranoid but very valid 23
Okay.
from Remy.
So, Eleonora, you check the tickets. 2 don't have anything, but the third one has a kind of pitchfork on it. Sophie, you check yours and you're like, oh yeah, no, both of ours have weapons on it, that's fine. And then Remy immediately yanks the tickets out of your hand, and goes, what the fuck is this? And you will see a sword and shield on one, and kind of like what looks like a staff, but crafted from bones drawn on yours.
This girl is bored out of her mind.
She likes scaring the shit out of people.
She might
Quite
be
the
out of her
artist.
mind.
I hand back the stick to the sword and shield one.
Lovely. After a moment, it comes to a stop again, and the doors open to a different hallway. I didn't tell you your room numbers, so Sophie and Remy, your room is 4A. You'll find yours almost immediately upon exiting. And the 3 of you are at 47A. So you've got a bit of a walk. Thank you. Please
Alright.
enjoy your day. If you need anything, ask the server and they will bring you back upstairs. Or just use the stairs instead of the elevator. Thank you. And the gentleman closes the door after you all.
Thanks.
I lean over to Nora and say, kind of under my breath, but not really. Just, I feel like information that there was stairs would have been pertinent earlier. Perhaps that's just me.
I would not have minded the stairs had I known there
Yeah.
were them.
In any case, and I look down the long hallway, and I look at I look at Sophie and Remy and go, well, see you later. Start walking.
Fare thee well, dear Lady Shadow. Fare thee well. Have a wonderful
Don't worry, I'll be around. Nora, are you coming?
You all.
Yes, sorry. 47A if you need to find us.
Oh, thanks.
We're at 4A.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Jaina, Eleonora, and Shadow, because you're walking further, feel free to... what is your passive perception, actually?
13.
13?
A lot. I have to find it. Hang on.
And
Mine's significantly 19.
19. Okay, so Shadow, you will notice as you walk that it kind of feels like you're walking in place and the ship is moving around you.
Okay.
This area has clearly been magicked to fit a lot more in, just so that they can accommodate all of the people that would be on this ship. But even so, as you go down the hallway, it's probably, as you're walking, you're kind of like, I feel like I've probably reached what is the real world equivalent of the end of this hallway, but obviously I'm still walking because magic. But the others don't feel it, it's just a really nice long hallway.
That is honestly slightly disconcerting. Interesting.
What is?
Oh, you don't feel it?
The ship
Well,
swaying, of course.
no.
My knees are a little sore from earlier.
Oh my goodness. No, if you look down the hall, this ship is not that long. So you can't feel. We're sort of walking in place. It's magic. It's strange and weird, and I don't. And I look at Nora. You know I don't do those. And I keep walking. I just and as I'm walking away, I just thought it was sort of strange. That's all.
No, you're right, dear. Huh. I wonder what
And
could happen
now that
to...
now that you've as she's mentioned it, you can kind of start like it's like when someone shows you an optical illusion and you see one thing and then they tell you about the other thing and then you immediately see the other thing and you're like, how do I make it go back? It's that kind of phenomena.
Wait, no!
I can never unsee this. So you can kind of feel like I should be walking into a wall right now, but I'm not.
I wonder what the long-term exposure would do to one's internal organs. Like, would it
That's a good
stretch
question.
them? Would it thin them? Is this only safe for like a certain amount of time before it starts to become... I don't know, it's very intriguing. What do you think, Nora?
It's Eleonora, sorry.
Sorry, Eleanor.
The crew seems to be quite used to it. They seem to have acclimated quite well, so hopefully there aren't any devastating long-term effects.
Hopefully. Maybe it's written into the contracts, or maybe they have to have like a procedure done every so often, or maybe, I don't know, sorry. But just so many puzzling things. Sorry.
So many people
to
are
our
on here,
room?
hopefully it's safe for us.
Certainly hope so.
As you guys
They
are.
didn't give us-
Sorry, go ahead. No, go.
I was just going to say they didn't give us any potions or anything to combat whatever the stretching or thinning of our bodies may be. You were saying, Shadow?
No. This is out of character. So as you guys are having this conversation, I'm about 10 feet in front of you, just sort of stalking down the hall. And every time you say something about like, well, our internal organs or whatever, like I momentarily stop and just kind of, and my fur kind of bristles, and then I keep walking.
Oh, no.
Like, decidedly, I'm like
Okay.
not looking at you guys.
We're having this theoretical conversation, and you're just like, nope.
It's,
Nope.
I mean, it's very similar to like when you talk about something and there's somebody in the room that has like a phobia of that thing. Like, she's just like trying to maintain, and we're going to this room. That's where we're going. Okay, here we go.
Sophie and Remy, you do not experience this phenomena because you literally have to walk maybe 3 steps before you're in front of your door. You guys booked early and managed to get a good room in doing that. So as you enter,
It's all about great positioning.
there are behind the door and on the opposite side of the door are 2 cabinet type wardrobe-y things for people to unpack if they're on this ship for a longer voyage, 2 beds, and then a little small sitting area and your window. So it is neatly and it's enough that you guys can walk without bumping into each other, but it's not much more than that. It's clearly designed to be like, there's, how many beds did I say there were in these rooms?
3?
3, yeah. So there's also a bed that is able to be folded out, where the sitting area is, so you can, like, because it's just you 2, it hasn't been folded out, but if there was a 3rd, it can be.
Yay, pull out sofas.
Exactly. But it looks of the same quality as your bed, like it is a plank with what would be a nice mattress on top. What do you guys want to do once you're in your rooms?
I mean, Sophie's gonna just full on jump on the bed in true I'm at a hotel and I just got here.
You hear the wood under, like, kind of as if it's been jumped on before, but not by an adult-sized anything. And you are still small, so it's okay, but it's still like contemplating what it's doing with its life as a bit of wood. And whether or not it wants to continue its life as a bit of wood or break underneath you.
And she had just sort of like flopped on the bed.
Oh, I thought you meant like jump and land thing. Well, that's fine. It still kind of makes a noise of complaint, but it's not quite as dramatic as I was making it.
Because we're in a fantasy world, I need to clarify for a moment that it's making like a normal wood creaking sound, not the wood is making a vocalized sound.
Yes, okay, it is making a normal wood creaking sound. I'm just making it seem sentient with my descriptions.
I love it.
Yes,
it's beautiful.
Yes.
She's no better.
Poetic personification, not a mimic.
She laid on top of a mimic.
Look,
don't be a mimic. Don't be a mimic.
Always important clarification.
If you cast Speak with Dead and Talking with Plants at the same time, you could talk to this bed, but I wouldn't suggest it.
Jesus.
That actually followed logic-wise.
Yeah.
Scary. Yeah, scary. So.
She's out of line, but she's right.
So, you're both in your room. The door presumably has been closed behind you. Are you talking about anything? Is there any planning going on?
Sophie hasn't really. She hasn't thought too much about planning. So right now she's just like, "Yay, we're going on a trip on our favorite little ship."
Can I hear me? Okay. Remy, are you doing anything?
Is there like a table and a chair by chance?
Yes, there
are. Excellent. I think I might just post up in that chair for a minute. My turn to my sis. Well, sis, what would you like to do now? You had to get to catch maybe a siesta for a little bit, or care to go explore a little bit around the ship?
Take a nap and then explore, because yeah, that type of stuff was really exciting, but I'm kind of a little tired from it, so I'm gonna take a nap.
Well, all right.
And Sophie promptly goes right onto the bed and conks out.
Lovely. It's kind of comical watching you, because you're already like lying on the bed. You do a little shuffle, and then it's like talking out. There is no transition time. It's drop of a hat. I'm now asleep.
I'm jealous of my own character.
Yes.
Damn it.
I am too. Because the ability to just going out like that, wish I could.
So your sister has just immediately gone unconscious on you. Not a care in the world.
You are roboting pretty hard. You're roboting.
Hello! Is my internet going away? I hope not. I'm the one streaming.
You're back. You're good.
No,
Good.
internet, don't go away.
It did a little bit still. For me, at least.
So, Remy.
You're weird then.
Your sister has immediately conked out. What are you gonna stay and sleep, or are you gonna what are you doing?
Would we be able to tell if the ship had already taken off?
It has taken off, so You guys didn't
I-
descend to your rooms until after it had left port.
Copy. Sorry, I missed
No,
that. I
you're
apologize. I'm going to go up. I have an inclination to try going up on the deck, but I don't necessarily want to do it solo and everything. I think I'll make my way down to the lady's room.
Fantastic. So, you head out.
Once I reach the door, I politely.
Lovely. So, back to you three. You manage to finally get to your room, and it's like a little shift of the world, kind of. The magic around you realizes that you're in the place that you were getting to, so it shifts and settles back to not feeling stretchy. Your door does lock from the inside, so you are able to do that without having to worry about the murderous ticket lady. Your third bed is folded down, so it is basically the exact same as the first room, just with the 3 beds assembled.
Do we each have a key? How does that? Is there one key?
So there is one key in the front of the door, so that's the key that you have. Not a very secure situation, all things considered. You weren't given your key before you went to your room. The key was in the door for you to take.
Being as somebody who definitely doesn't have experience with locks of any kind, how complicated does this lock look?
Look, it wouldn't take you too long to pick it, just
Okay.
by looking at it. But you are in a weird magic building,
Right.
so there may be extra stuff that just looking at it doesn't see.
I'm looking more for the security of if somebody else would. So
Yeah,
that's good.
it would take a few minutes at least for someone who knows what they're doing to get it unlocked, and presumably the valuable things are your persons, and you would be able to notice in that time if someone was trying to unlock it.
Love it. Beautiful.
Very good. So, you ladies enter. Are you doing anything while... Also, Remy, what's your perception?
Shadow, do you take the key? Because I'm assuming you got to the door first. You were a few paces ahead of Jaina and Eleonora.
Yes, I will take the key, and then once we're all 3 inside, I guess I'll just ask, any of us better or worse at not losing things?
I'm a little bit. I can be absent-minded at times.
I will take
so
the key and fly away. I will take the key and fly away.
Oh, we don't.
Yeah, I can be a little
Yeah,
bit
you-
on the distracted
I'm
side.
going crazy. Well, all right, Nora, you or me? Excuse
I
me,
trust you
Eleonora.
with it, Shadow. As long as Jaina, if that's all right with you.
Of course.
Very well, and it disappears into my
Stuff
clothes or something.
amongst them.
DM, that would be a lovely 24.
No. What's
and
your
I'm currently-
passive perception?
Oh shit! You didn't want to act. I
No,
apologize.
sorry,
I
that was-
thought
That poor 24.
I know. That's.
Damn
I
shame.
knew it.
He
I knew it
sees
was gonna come.
all.
I was knocking on wood. I was knocking on wood to be like, okay, keep these good rolls going. Keep these good rolls going. My
Unnecessary roll.
passive. Yep, pretty much. My passive perception is 15.
13. You
15.
Oh,
1
15.
5.
You do not notice the magic stretchy. So, it just
My arcane self don't
Nope.
figure that out.
well, you don't
Oh.
feel it. It's not about not knowing what it is. It's that you don't feel the sensation, so it's not something that like acknowledges in your brain that it's happening.
Okay.
Apologies, I had a visitor for a second.
That's fine. The cat was very cute. We welcome cat visitors anytime. Thea.
Because the party is half cat people.
So you've talked about thingos. I presume you guys are just taking beds and not necessarily going, we can have this one.
Yeah, I mean, I probably take the one closest to the door, certainly in between Nora and the door. How long is this boat ride?
It's going to be at least a day.
Okay.
The problem with this particular boat ride is that it changes because the destination moves. So it's, you know that it's going to be at least a day and no more than 3 days, but within that, it's
Okay.
however long it takes
Good
to
thing
get
that
to
we've gotten
Augusta.
beds.
Yes, it was probably the correct choice.
You hear a knock on the door as Remy arrives.
I'll answer.
Come in.
Sure.
Hello, dear ladies.
Oh,
My sister
hello.
decided to take a bit of a rest. I was wondering if any of you would care to join me on the deck.
Sure.
Not
as soon
supposed
as
to,
I
little
put
fresh
down my
air.
stuff.
You all spoke at almost the exact same moment. Can I get up? Sorry about that.
After you, Eleonora.
Of course. I'm not opposed to a little fresh air.
Oh, wonderful.
All right.
Do we, and this is to Jaina, do we know these people? Do we like them? Are they good? What's the go here? I like,
I love how. Oh God, I love how Flight thinks she has to clarify who she's really talking to when
Oh,
she uses
so-
some of these voices.
sometimes I do need to clarify. I'm gonna steal the key!
Like that one, we know.
Yeah.
Or the Jigga Jigga. It
Jiggle
folds.
jiggle, it folds.
God damn.
That's gonna end up being
Just got that out of my head.
that's gonna be a game meme is what that's gonna be.
Could be a
will
drinking
be.
game, is what that is.
Hell yeah.
How many times
Oh.
does the flight say jiggle jiggle? So, you're all wandering off into the abyss of the ship.
I
I'd like
believe
to
on
see if we
top
can
of the
find
deck.
the stairs.
Okay, roll me an investigation, those of you that want to try and find the stairs, or give someone advantage.
I'll give
I'll help.
advantage.
Okay, cool. So, Eleonora, roll
Oh,
investigation.
why am I rolling?
Because
That's
the
a
other
bad idea.
the other two were like, we'll give advantage.
Because you don't
I
want me
mean,
rolling.
I was gonna roll.
Okay, so Eleonora and Remy take advantage.
Okay, good.
Cool.
I'll use this stuff.
Now, how do you do advantage again?
Just roll twice.
Okay, fine. I
Wait,
just
so
didn't
we're
know if
both
there was a
rolling
special thing.
twice?
Yes. Because one of you may fail spectacularly. And each of you got a help action.
16.
16.
21.
Lovely.
Ooh.
After a few minutes of stretchy walking, you see another uniformed person just standing. This is a tiefling man, kind of a half unbuttoned shirt with like his undershirt visible, and rolled up his pants so that his little cap shoes are visible as well. And he kind of looks like he's about to fall asleep, standing in front of this door. But considering that he's there at all, it would suggest that there's probably something that you guys can engage with.
I know by stretchy walking you mean the hallway, but I'm just imagining lunges down the hallway.
Well, if you want to do lunges down the hallway, that's fine.
I do not, but that is
I mean, the
what my
Department
brain
of Silly
thinks
Walks
of
might have something to say about it.
Hello, are you guys looking for the stairs?
Yes.
Wow,
What gave us away?
The fact that you were going, probably is kind of what gave you away, and also most people just head straight if they're going for the elevator. I'm Satana, your level, officer, I suppose. I basically, like, you can call on me if you need stuff. I did name this character after the fact that someone said it was Satan, so that's how you get Satana.
Lovely to meet you,
did.
Satana. Thank you for being at our attendance. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Most people on this level just they don't. I'm lucky. I'm not on the terrorist level. Those guys are fucking annoying. Anyway.
They do seem to be
Oh.
a rather high maintenance lot, don't they?
Yes,
And
those
he
sort
kind of-
rich, snooty people are terrible.
He kind of looks you up and down for a moment, Eleonora, as you say that in that voice, and then after assessing the fact that you're wearing stuff that's not high level quality, he's like, yeah, stairs are this way. The elevator's more of like the experience of this ship, because most ships don't have it, so
The experience of falling down.
I don't know, mate. I've been on this ship too long.
I understand you just work here. All right, thank you.
Yeah, if you need anything or just I'm always here. If you're being murdered, don't call me.
I do have a question.
Yes.
You said you have been on this ship for a while. How long have you been on this ship?
This'll be my 3rd year as part of the crew.
Oh, wonderful. And during that time, have you ever felt the sensation of your insides being stretched or elongated from excessive exposure to a magical running hallway?
My Remy turns and just like, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna do this right.
And
It's a legit question.
the Satana kind of just looks at you and is like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Listen, I'm very interested in the medical profession and what magic effects have upon the body. So when I come across a magical occurrence that may or may not affect a body in a certain manner in an elongated period of time, I want to ask about it.
You felt the shifting. That doesn't affect people. It affects the wood of the building. It's not a you thing. It's an it thing. We have to repair the wood every so often because it just gets frayed from doing that too much. But it's not affecting you. It's affecting the environment.
Oh,
Yeah.
fascinating.
He telling me the is he telling us the truth?
Insight check him.
That's not bad. Hang on, what's my
Ugh,
insight?
11.
I am actively
Oh, yeah.
choosing to
16.
believe the
16.
devil man.
He's telling you. He's telling you the information he's been told to tell you.
He's been told to
Interesting.
tell me, or that he believes.
He's at this kind of point in his work life, and it seems like a lot of the people on this ship are, that are just kind of like done with it. So whether or not he believed it at one stage, it's not affecting him in any adverse way that he's noticed. So he's just like, this is, here you go.
Mm.
They're very
Okay.
blasé and not up to any kind of standard anymore.
There's no ocean.
That reminds me way too much of my other hotel job.
me.
Feeling
like-
a little called out.
Yeah, it's a little like, we just fucking work here, mate. Just But yeah, he's telling you the information that he's been given about this situation because it's clear that other people have asked in the past.
When
But thank
asked,
you.
say this.
Yeah.
The furtherance
Right.
of science.
All right.
She'll
The
tuck away her
stairs.
pen.
The stairs are there. Have fun. Meals are served round the clock because obviously people eat different things in different times and races.
Oh, where are meals served? Is there a mess hall of sorts?
Right, you guys haven't been there yet. The floor below us is the food hall, and then the floor below that is where all the chairs are for the people who just got chairs. And then up on the deck, there are some nice viewing chairs as well, if you just want to view.
Oh, lovely. Is there any other recreation that we should know of?
Probably. What do you guys like to do? Is there something that you want to do on the ship?
Do you have a med bay?
Yeah. Do you need a med bay?
No, you just asked what we like to do for fun.
Oh, yeah. That's not an activities thing that people can go to. That's just if you accidentally chop off a
Not on
limb
the
or
ship
something.
bingo card.
No. There's no seminars. It's just
Well, that's a bummer.
there's
Oh.
there's a karaoke room off the mess hall. It's not you don't want to go in there. I don't care if you're like a professional singer or something. You do not want to go in there.
Then why did you tell us about it?
That's the first one that came to my mind.
Any reason you would not recommend it?
Because there's. Have you ever experienced karaoke?
Yes.
Yes.
I can't say that I
Wow,
have.
good.
Karaoke is where you pick a bard song that you've heard, and our orchestra, well, not orchestra, our band, there's like 3 instruments in it, play a rendition of that song, and then you just sing along with it.
Oh.
Everyone
So
is
everyone's playing at being bards. That sounds quite fun.
Yeah, everyone's playing at being bards. Everyone. Even those that should not be playing at being bards, even in their own showers.
Yeah, so I think we shall steer clear of that area. And I turn away from him to the people with me. Apologies, I forgot in our room. I'll meet you up there. I don't come back with me; it's not worth it. But I start walking down the hall
Lovely.
back to his room.
There's probably
Inside check? I don't know.
you may roll an inside check, but it's up to her what you learn. He tells you about a couple of other things that are optional. But he's like, oh yeah, there's like a pool available, and like other accoutrements that you'd find on cruise ships, but it's clear that this is a short voyage, and this ship is just part of a fleet of ships that are like this, so the extra activities that they have aren't as quality as they would be on a cruise ship.
My God, I feel sorry for every single employee who works on these ships. They are all like these ones.
These guys, the ones that you've met so far, have very fucking boring jobs. We'll see. We'll see if you meet others later that like their jobs more.
So Remy, what did you roll? For
I
insight.
didn't roll.
Oh, you didn't roll?
Oh, you decided not to roll. Oh, okay.
I decided not to roll.
Oh.
It was just funny. It was just funny your react. I'm like, my character probably would have been like, huh.
Noted it, but nothing else. Shadow, what are you doing?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go back to. I'm going to walk in the direction of our room
Mm-hmm.
while keeping a general awareness of my 3 companions and when they actually go upstairs.
Okay, great. Are you guys just heading upstairs once this guy's done talking to you?
Shall we? Seems like there's lots to
Mm.
explore.
Ladies first.
Thank you,
Very
Gandhi.
kind.
Jaina will walk upstairs.
Are we ladies? Which lady goes first? Like, in the order of ladies go first, and there's 2 ladies, which lady goes first? Is there a more lady?
It depends on which one of the 2 of them is in front.
What if they're standing at the same distance from the door?
Sorry, Jaina, what was that?
I am talking to myself. Do not worry.
All right.
I have a bad habit of that. If you hear me muttering under
What-
my breath
what
to
if-
myself,
what-
I'm not crazy.
What if they're standing?
I just
What
do
if
it.
what if they're standing the
I've
same
been
distance from the door?
tested.
What then? Who goes first then? And you managed to successfully hit him away from your face because he has come closer to try and like get you to listen to him. So Shadow.
It was a bug.
Shadow.
Yeah.
Your compatriots have left. What are you doing?
Cool. So as soon as they're like thoroughly out of sight up the stairs, I just stop and turn back around and head back that way.
Okay.
How far away from the stairs is the tiefling guy?
He's standing off to the side. Like, he's clearly there as like a signpost that, hey, there are stairs here.
Okay. Cool. So I'll walk back that way towards him, and as I'm doing, I'm tossing a couple of dice in my hand
Mhm.
as I walk towards him, and I'll approach him briefly and say, there seems to be a theme of there are no murders on this ship that's happening.
Yeah, look, Felicia, the ticket lady, she's a little suspicious, and we're trying to just get in front of it.
Mhm.
Alicia?
Ah, Felicia.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Look, as far as we know, she hasn't killed anyone, but that's as far as we know.
Sorry, that laugh was out of character.
He's the BBG.
Oh,
I don't think that you are quite as reassuring as you think you are.
I don't think I'm reassuring at all. Like I said, I've been here 3 years. I get paid enough. At this point, I'm just. The captain's a bit of a fucking dick. Like. Anyway, I shouldn't be
Sounds
sharing.
about right.
Yeah, I shouldn't be sharing my
Has he been your captain all 3 years, or is he new?
He's been here longer than the fucking boat has, basically.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah, he's
Must
he's
pay
not
really
he's
well.
not even that old. He's like he's one of those fucking dudes that, like, because he's got the title of captain, he's like, I am the captain, I am so cool, this is how, like, people will come. Yeah, that kind of dude. Just Yeah.
One that rarely leaves his cabin and is
Look,
lets
if-
everyone else do the work.
if he had a mirror in his room, he would never leave his room because he'd be too enchanted by the image there.
And what does this wonderful individual look like, so I can avoid him?
Brown hair, leather kind of like his armor looks dressy. So it's like a corset almost that's buckled up at the front.
Goodness.
Yeah, and like
Girl.
the kind of pants that you'd see on the front cover of like one of those bodice ripper novels, they're clearly designed to make him look fancy. But he's also got a captain hat on, so
I didn't peg you for a reader.
there's some like
Thank you for your help.
not there.
And as he's flustered and sputtering, I will go to the stairway and go down.
Okay, great. So you guys are going up? Or yeah, okay, lovely. So you get onto the, actually, Sophie, are you still asleep?
I think I've woken up by now. And just like, I'm gonna go look at the ship on my own.
Lovely. As you wander out, you come across another gnome. No, you're not a gnome. What are you? You're a halfling.
I'm a halfling.
You come across another halfling, who's kind of got a stack of papers in his hands, and like a book, and another book, and like a book on his, on the back of his pack that you can see is kind of falling as he's walking. And he's kind of just like trying to figure out if he should ring for the elevator or go find the stairs or what, but he's just in the hallway.
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I just, I seem to have misplaced my, hi, can I borrow your arms for a minute?
Sure.
Okay, he hands off the Tower of Scrolls, and then kind of takes his bag off, and hears a thump, and he's like, there was a book on my back, wasn't there?
It looks like it.
He turns and picks it up. This is the book that I lost. Great, thank you. Registry. I need someone who knows how to do books, because I just run the place. The books are, anyway. Hi, I'm Kettle. Thank you for helping.
No problem. I'm Sophie.
Sophie, lovely to meet you, Sophie. What brings you on a trip to Orvesta?
Well, my brother and I are looking for work, though really it's kind of just me.
Oh,
He's sort of tagging along.
you're looking for work, are you?
Yeah.
Well, if you like, we can maybe go to the food hall and have a chat. I've run a couple of businesses in Orvesta. We could have a chat.
As Kettle says this, Sophie just goes, "Really? You have jobs? You have jobs available? I will certainly take them." Like, her voice goes down to that level.
Oh, okay. What are you good at?
Well, I'm good with animals. I'm actually pretty good with tracking. And actually, I'm fairly good with coastal duties. You know, I'm a strong swimmer. I do pay attention to detail. And also, I'm considered a pretty good people person.
That actually sounds perfect. We do actually have a couple of jobs in our import section to do with the animals and stuff. That they've been getting out so much recently. It would be good to have someone that was like with them, or you could just help me with the paperwork. Really, I'm open to suggestions. But let's go have some food, have a chat, and just get to know each other. Yeah.
Sounds great.
Fantastic. And he kind of looks around. It's like, elevator or stairs?
To be honest, it really matters. Doesn't matter as long as you don't mind being jostled, because that elevator is very clunky.
It is. I have a feeling if we go with the stairs, I'm gonna fall down them though. So we might go for the elevator. And he holds his arms out for the papers again.
Oh, I can hold on to him while we go up the elevator. It's no problem to me.
Alrighty then. And he takes you towards the elevator. You three have now reached the upper deck. And you see on the deck there is a gentleman, large, broad shoulders, beautiful mane of hair, in what can only be described as chef's clothing, yelling at a gentleman in fancy black leather pants, a corset style leather armor chest piece, and captain's hat. The person yelling is a Leonin, and the person who's being yelled at looks probably a half elf or a human. What do you want to do?
What is he yelling exactly?
Yeah, I want to hear what's being
Okay,
said.
so as you move closer, you realize that he's yelling about the fact that the food wasn't stored correctly, so now that they're going to be short for some of their meals, and he's going to have to reorganize the full menu because the captain has just been completely lax in his job.
Just imagining that scene from down Periscope.
Look, I understand. Why do I keep going Australian with these accents? Look, I understand.
I really can't figure out why.
Yeah, I cannot figure out why the Australian keeps getting Australian accents. I understand that you're busy, but this is part of your industry. This is what we've been doing for the past however many fucking years you've been on this ship. Like, why wouldn't you at least warn me that they hadn't come through yet? I understand that... Look. Can someone do an Irish accent for me so I can mimic it, please?
Bit of an Irish accent for you.
Bit of an Irish. Look, I understand. There we go. I understand your frustration, but you shouldn't be yelling at me on the deck of my ship. Thank you. I'll yell at you wherever I fucking want, mate. Look, you've screwed me and my whole kitchen staff over for the last time. Consider this like your final warning before we all walk. Look, I think you're taking this a bit harshly. We missed one load of food. Are you guys going to interrupt, or am I going to keep arguing with myself?
Oh, I'm chewing the popcorn, love. Keep going, keep going.
I know. I'm just like.
Look, I'll see if we can get like a ship to come and give you an extra bit of rations or whatever it is you need. We provide proper quality food here on this ship. I feel like you've forgotten that we've actually got a structured menu and meal times and stuff like that. We're not just some fucking mess hall. Look, I'll get you whatever money whatever food it is you want. Money would be good too, actually, mate. Like, I don't know when the last time you got paid was, but we're missing a couple. Look, alright, look. Just go back down to your kitchen on my ship, and I'll get it sorted. That's all. You're dismissed.
I would like to walk up to the person with the captain's hat.
Mm-hmm. Hello! Welcome to our ship. You do not need to worry about this.
Have I just heard that I won't be having proper meals on your ship that I've paid for?
Oh!
I've paid for a room on your ship and I won't have proper meals, is that correct?
Look, see what you've done now.
Thanks for your negligence.
He turns to the Leon and is like, you see what you've done now? Ma'am, please do not worry. There'll be plenty of food to go around. We've missed one shipment, not by any fault of anyone on the ship. It's by his fault. He fucked up and told them the wrong location that we were going to. But I'll make sure that your meals are still of quality. It's just we're just gonna have less ingredients.
Am I to understand that our destination has been rerouted?
Accent, come back to me. No, it's...
Go for the eyes. The eyes always help it for me.
There we
Let's
go.
roll with it.
There we go.
You're welcome.
We haven't rerouted. We were supposed to get that shipment on our stop. But the stop was timed incorrectly, so they've only just arrived after we've left. So, they're doing a bit of catch up. It'll be fine. The food will get here. You won't have to worry.
As long as I
Really,
have
but
on your authority,
20
then I
minutes
haven't
ago.
to worry.
You have my word or your money back.
Lovely. Cheers.
Cheers. Get back to your fucking kitchen. And he
As I turn away from the captain, I wink at the chef and then just walk
and he kind of like
I-
nods
to
at
the
you.
railing.
The chef. I tip my hat. As I walk
Long
to
live
follow
the
her.
cooks.
And
I
he
play
kind
a
of-
chef in another campaign, so hell yeah.
he kind of smirks at you all, and to the captain's like, "I'll be waiting for the shipment," and heads off. We love having I don't know what I'm doing. It's because I keep going straight.
Well, I don't know what the hell you're doing.
There we go. I've got it back. This is what I meant
Got
when
it now.
This is what I meant when I said
I-
originally that I'd lose the accents. It's because I keep fucking doing my own accent in the middle of it.
You find it again.
Find it.
Don't worry, it's quite
Find it again.
charming.
So he turns to you, and that's gone slightly Scottish, but that's okay. So it's lovely to have you all here. It has gone completely Scottish, and that's where it's staying. Do you mind me asking your name so that I can just have a record of like who we need to refund if something happens?
Ellie, if you please.
Elliot?
Ellie.
Ellie. Lovely to meet you. And he takes your hand and does like the kind of schmoozy, I'm really fucking awesome kind of kiss of guys that have way too much self-confidence. To your hand.
That was always specific.
I'm not basing this on a specific person at all. Not that person.
I wonder who it is.
Is it someone who needs to be set on fire?
No, they're fine. But as we were, he kind of stands back up. Is like, well, Miss Ellie, I don't know what accent I'm in now, but we'll go with it. I will make sure that your
Just the captain of the cook.
the captain. I will make sure
Thank
that your stay is as wonderful as possible and as quick as we can make it. And he kind of tips his hat to all three of you and walks off.
Wow.
That guy was a dick.
Well,
I hope the second in command is at least worth their salt.
Aren't the captain like in charge of navigation? I kind of want to go to the helm and look to see if someone else is steering the ship. I would just feel better about myself.
Well, to be fair, the captain isn't always in charge of navigation. They may have a navigator specifically.
Yes, but I feel like there should be like hierarchy. I don't know. I just want to make sure the ship is actually going where it says it's going.
understandably. That
Well,
captain seems like a right piece of work.
Couldn't have said it better. And to speak about your worries, Miss Jaina, you know what? I think that's a splendid idea. Why don't we go do that just now?
I've never dissected a Leonin before. I'm very interested in how their extramuscular skeletons attach.
So
to
the
boat.
Leonin was the cook.
Oh, I thought it was the captain.
No, the cook is the Leonin. The captain
Yeah,
is
the
what
cook.
looks like a half elf.
I
The
got
one
that
we
switched
lost.
in my brain. Is the cook still there?
No, he left. He
left
like
before
Well, then my
he-
statement stands.
Okay. All good then.
Wonderful.
I don't know if you know this, my dear darling Jaina. She's not yours, my dear darling Jaina. But when you say stuff like that, you sound creepy and insane.
And then she smiles. And then she smiled. That ended it right there.
Alright, so in the interest of you all not thinking I'm insane, I have a very particular interest in anatomy. I like
That
to see the
sounded
way
sexual.
that
Noticed.
I like to see the way that ligaments, tendons, and the musculature interact with the different bone structure of different life forms, be they humanoid or otherwise. Sometimes that includes dissection.
You're
So yes, it
sounding
sounded
creepier
creepy,
and
but
creepier.
really, I just have a medical interest.
Well, have you had training as a cleric or another medical professional?
I'm a medical professional, yes. I'm hoping to be a doctor.
Jiggle, jiggle.
Oh, lovely.
Yes. So. But we'll see how far that dream goes someday. Perhaps a surgeon, specifically why I'm invested into anatomy, because I want to know the way that things work and how to fix them if they go wrong. Son of a gun, these stupid bugs, I swear. Right in my ears.
And over to Shadow. Where are you headed?
I'm not entirely sure. I just kind of want to get a feel for the rest of the ship.
Okay.
I want to snoop around a little bit,
So
essentially.
as you walk down, you pass the mess hall, and you can see people milling about in there. And obviously, and also a really, really well-oiled machine of people in the kitchens, which are open to view from the mess hall. You continue down, and you see the chairs. It looks like what a human cattle yard would kind of look like. It's got like this. The seats are specifically set and paced from each other. There's a little bit of storage underneath each chair, but that's it in this area. And you keep going down, and you pass the stocking area, and down until you reach a room that, from the outside, you can feel warmth coming from.
Right.
Are you going in?
Is there anybody down there?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. I was gonna say, when did I stop seeing people?
Don't you mean when you stop seeing dead people?
That is a
That's
19
no
plus
Corval.
things.
19 plus things. You
Plus
hear
9.
you hear one person inside.
Inside, but there's nobody outside
Nobody
that I
outside.
can see. Okay. Does the door look locked or enchanted or?
It does not look enchanted, but you can jiggle the handle and see if it's locked.
I will see if it's locked and also like
Jiggle, jiggle.
keep half an eye out for like anything trapped like or
Okay.
security wise.
You jiggle the handle and it unlocks and opens. No traps, no anything. You do hear from inside though. Who's there? Can you identify? Merrick, is that you? You identify yourself, please.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I think I'm lost. Forgive me, and I'll shut the door. Unless
Okay.
they say something else.
He's gonna be like, okay, just be careful. One wrong thing in here and like the whole place shuts down. Just be careful. Where were you trying to go?
Do I see this person, or do I just hear them?
As he's talking, along a very worn particular walkway, you see a Triton person coming down the hallway. They have no eyes, but they are carrying a staff which is vibrating with magic. Sorry, look, sorry, if you can see me now, don't worry, it's all fine. Where were you heading? I can give you directions.
Okay, so what I want to do,
Mhm.
since this individual is blind, I'm assuming that's what that
Yeah.
meant. Okay. What I would like to do is I would like to quietly, like, sneak inside the door, and then I'll say something like, it's okay, I'll find it. Like I'm still by the door,
Mhm.
and then just shut the door very pointedly, like so he can hear it.
Yeah.
And then move several steps away from the door and away from him as quietly as I can. And if there's somewhere to hide, I will do that.
Roll a stealth check for me,
Boy.
and I will roll.
Okay. Okay, let's see. So I rolled an 8 plus 11 is 19?
Mm-hmm.
19.
There you go. There you go, Tris.
So he doesn't seem to acknowledge you as you enter the room and find a hiding spot. He's like, I don't know why they don't friggin' lock the door. They can't come in here. And he starts using his staff to draw on the ground as he walks. Not doing the kind of back and forth that people with that use sticks as seeing implements do, but he's clearly drawing runes as he walks. As you look at the area, you can see that there is a specific path that has kind of been worn into the wood that he walks over and over and over, and this is he's clearly just this area. This is his space.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
there is a big pillar that you can hide behind if you want to, but he has not noticed you.
Yeah, I mean, I'll pop behind it just so I'm thoroughly out of the way of the path. And you said the door was kind of warm.
Yeah. So
is it warm in
as you
here?
enter the room, it is very warm. What did you say? You did? No, you didn't do a perception check, did you?
I did outside,
Oh, okay.
and I heard a person inside.
Yeah. Oh, that was a perception check. Cool.
Mhm.
You can. The pillar that you're standing next to is radiating warmth. And you can tell that there's several of these pillars in these rooms. You can tell that these are kind of holding some sort of something that is creating that warmth that is heating the whole room.
Okay. So I just want to, like, steering clear of his path as much as I can, and kind of if he just keeps sort of circling like he's doing, I'll kind of stay opposite-ish of him. But I just kind of want to explore around and see what's interesting that's in here. Anything that seems weird or out of place. Anything.
Roll me
Fun.
an investigation check.
That seems fair.
Yeah, look at Shadow. Look at Trish. Totally being a real D&D player. Making that roll.
14?
14?
I was doing real good. I'm not doing that. This was not as great. Yeah.
14.
Oh, God dang it. I'll shut up. I'll keep shutting up.
You see that this room is meticulously organized, clearly to accommodate the fact that he can't see. So if he were to deviate off his path, things are in a particular place so that they he knows where they are when he needs to go to them. There is a table that is set with tinkerer's tools, and that tinkerer's tools, mechanics tools, and as you're looking around, as you look at the top of the pillars, you see lines of magic pouring into the top of the pillars. Roll me an Arcana check.
Before I roll, I can tell you not well. 10.
10. This magic is the same color magic as magic that you've seen around the ship.
Okay.
Um, whatever that fucking means, who knows? But it is the same color.
Okay.
But you hear him speak again.
Okay.
Who's there? Look, you're in my pathway and... Hello?
I carefully look out to see where he's at.
He is currently obscured from your view. So you
Okay.
can see his back, but what is in front of him, you can't see because there's a pillar in the way.
Okay.
But what you do see is him suddenly fall to the ground with a dagger sticking from his chest.
How far away from him am I?
You're you're the opposite of the room, so there's the door in between you and where he is currently, so you're kind of diagonally across.
Okay, how many feet is that? approximately?
Let's go with at least 30.
Oh, okay. I will, when I see him start to fall, I will dash to catch him so he doesn't hit the ground.
Okay. So you manage to catch him, but not before you see a cloaked figure run the other side of the pillar and out the door. You do not get a clear view of him because he's going the opposite side of the pillar to you.
Mm-hmm.
Him, them, whatever. Gender is irrelevant at the moment.
Person.
Person.
Fine.
My brain is used to saying him.
Okay.
But you know that they're at least taller than you. Other than that,
They had their hood up.
they had a hood up. It was cloaked. A little bit of fabric does snag, but on the way out. But they are gone before you can see anything beyond that.
Okay, so by the time I get to him and catch him, I just glimpse that. I don't have time to throw a dagger at him.
No.
Okay. I will. I'll come back to that. So I will catch this guy and slowly sort of lower him down. Where is this dagger?
Sticking out from his chest.
Mhm.
It's clear that this guy is not defensively capable. He's specifically designed to do whatever magic is keeping going in this room.
Mhm.
And he seems to be unconscious. Whether or not he's dead yet,
It's hard to say.
Mhm.
Okay. I am 100% the wrong person to any of that.
split the
me see.
party. Fuck.
Can I do anything to like help stabilize him
You
so
can-
he
you
isn't
can-
actively dying?
You can roll a medicine check if you'd like.
Oh boy.
Oh, where's the
Okay.
doctor? The doctor! Where is she?
He's not
12.
actively dying.
12?
He's, passively dying.
You know not to yank the knife out immediately.
That's good. That's good. Okay.
And you can kind of get him situated on the floor where he's comfortable and you know that he's going to be at least stable long enough for you to get someone.
Cool.
But, like,
Okay.
if you leave now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I do this. So I'm going to do all of that as quickly as I can
Yeah.
and lay him down so he's at least not, and make sure, because we're on his little path, right?
Yeah, you are on his path.
So make sure that he's there, some part of him is touching that, and that his staff that he was using is close by.
Mhm.
Like
It's
so he
it's
can
kind
grip
of
it.
loosely gripped in his hand still. So.
Perfect. And so I will do that, all of that as fast as I can, and then I am going to dash out the door.
Mhm.
And let me
did.
look really quick. I have a pretty decent dash.
You do.
I do. It's like I'm not finding it right now, but it's like if I movement plus my dash plus a thing that I can't find because computers.
What are you trying to find?
Oh, because of my tabaxi, I can double it.
Oh, that once. Yeah. I
So
know what
it's
you're
like
talking about.
120 feet, I think. In a
Yeah,
turn.
I think so, and yeah. So I will do that. When I came down to the bottom, I got down to the bottom of the stairs, it was just like a little like entryway and then the door. There wasn't.
Yeah,
It didn't go
it
off.
didn't expand or anything. It's clear that, like, while this may be the main area that he walks, there's more technological stuff further around in the ship that doesn't need to be accessed. It's just his area down here. So.
Okay. Yeah, I will. So I will dash as far as I can
Fantastic.
and see if I can see anybody.
Yep.
Anything.
In your first round, you get up to the next level, and there are 3 workers kind of fucking around with like a little ball that they're kicking between each other. This is just a storage area, but you can talk to them if you want, or you can keep running.
Are there have there been any branching pathways until this level?
Not as of yet.
Okay, and then it's just a big open storage room.
Yeah.
And the stairs keep going.
Yep.
Okay. And they're just like playing with a ball or something.
Yeah, they're just kicking it between each other. They're not. They haven't noticed, and like, they haven't heard anything. Obviously, the guy didn't scream, so there's been nothing to alert them that something happened.
Okay. Do they look like they're just doing their thing? They don't look like somebody just came running through.
No.
And so they're staring at them or something. Okay.
I mean, you could action dash. Even more feet. You shadow straight dip. God.
Yeah.
You gonna run past them?
Yeah,
Or-
I'm gonna keep going up another floor
Okay.
as absolutely fast as I can.
The next floor up is the seating for everyone. I'm just
Okay.
gonna skip that floor because I don't think anyone in there would be able to help you, and I presume that Shadow would know that as well.
Yes, except I'm
This is the first
you
place
actively
that like
going?
would kind of deviate into a group, so like the person may have run in here.
that's what I'm taking a look. So I will pause for this sort of 6-second round or whatever if we're kind of doing that, and see if there's anybody that
Roll
has a cloak on.
me investigation.
That was better. 16.
These people are all wearing travel clothes and cloaks of some variety. So immediately nothing kind of stands out to you. If you had something to go off, like a particular fabric pattern or like design or something, you probably have a bit more of an idea to what to look for. At the moment, it's just like there's a crowd of people and they're all wearing cloaks or jackets.
And the cloak that I saw was it just black?
Yeah, it was just
Or did
it
you
was
say?
kind of a dark color.
Okay.
It wasn't immediately obvious because obviously you were in a weird room.
Okay. Yeah. Are there any workers, staff?
You can see a couple of them dotted around, either talking to people or like cleaning chairs and stuff like that.
Is it shorter to run over to one of them or shorter to just dash up one more level and grab Mr. Tiefling?
Well, it would be 2 more levels.
Okay.
But it would, because you would have to go through the crowd, it would probably be quicker to just go upstairs to the food hall. Or the next floor.
Okay.
Yep.
Unless as I'm going by there's somebody right immediate apparent in the food hall that I can grab, I'll just head back up to Tiefling guy.
Well, Sophie is in the food hall.
Oh, okay. Sophie, what do I know anything about abilities that you have? Have I seen you? I can't remember because my brain sucks.
So
Is that
Sophie,
it's stuff that you've cast or anything?
Nope.
you're not a caster.
You just know
right?
that I'm a ranger, so I do have some spells, but not like. I don't think I have like healing spells on me at this point in time. Oh, I do have a couple of healing spells.
Who healed Jaina?
That would
That-
be Sophie.
I think that was Eleonora that healed Jaina.
Well, I know Sophie was the first one out there with you, helping you
Yeah,
get out of the whole
that bit wasn't
egg on your face.
that bit wasn't
And
a
everything.
healing spell though. It was Eleonora that did the healing spell on her when she was unconscious. That's fine. So you wouldn't really know if she had any heals.
I wouldn't know.
Oh,
how
that's
close
right.
is
During
she to the door?
combat.
She's just at one of the tables with another halfling bloke. So it's the same distance for you to run upstairs as it is to run to her.
Okay, yeah, I go to the I
Go up to
I'll run
Satana?
to the,
Or...
yeah, I'll go to Satana.
Oh, hi. Can I help you?
I don't say anything. I grab him either by like his forearm or his lapel and just start dragging him down the stairs.
Whoa! What the? And he like goes with you with no resistance because he was not expecting you to yank him. Where are we going? What the fuck?
I'm probably breathing a little bit hard. The bottom med bay Triton.
I'm not a medic. Yeah, sure. Show me where. So you take him down. The
So
gentleman.
as we're walking, I'm gonna attempt to get out, like, essentially the question of where's the med bay?
Medbay is behind the food hall. There's like a hallway. I can duck in and grab someone while we go down if you want.
Yes, go faster.
He runs off and
Go faster than that.
and he starts sprinting as soon as you say that. And he comes back with a doctor. The doctor is a lot calmer than you, and it's like, so what seems to be the problem? How can we help?
As soon as I see the two of them coming, like, across the hall or whatever, I start going downstairs and expect them to follow me.
Right. Oh, yep. Okay. And they follow you down. Sophie, you will have seen this kerfuffle and Shadow by the door. Are you staying to chat to Kettle, or are you following Shadow down? Sophie, stop looking at your phone.
Sorry. I am sorry. I was having a intense conversation with people who need to shut up.
Those are the best kind.
Yeah.
I know, right? So what? I'm sorry. What was the question?
So you have seen Shadow come past, grab a medic, and then run down the stairs with a medic and Satana. Do you want to continue chatting to Kettle, or do you want to follow them down?
I noticed Shadow running, and I immediately turned to Kettle and say, "Look, I'm really sorry, but that was actually one of my friends running with a medic, so I'm going to go see if there's anything I could do to help her out."
Oh, that's fine. I'll still be here. Like, I've got plenty to eat, so it's all good. I hope everything's fine, but and
You and me both.
Waves you off.
And Sophie runs that way.
Lovely. So you see them just going down the stairs. After a while, Shadow, you re-enter the room, and you immediately notice the knife is gone. But he's not dead yet.
Okay, but he's still injured and unconscious.
Yes, he is back to dying rather than stable-ish.
Okay.
So
I will rush over, and because I'm assuming it's bleeding like crazy, so I will rush over and I will like pull out whatever absorbent anything I have with me, and like and I'm gonna be pressing on it until they catch up to the cat blur that just went past.
Be glad that I gave this doctor advantage, because the first thing I rolled was a 1.
Oh
no. But the second thing I rolled was an 18. So we're going with the 18
Yay!
plus doctory stuff. He manages, they freak out almost immediately upon seeing this guy dying. And it's like, oh shit, fuck, shit, okay.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Yep. And he immediately comes over and starts performing stuff to make sure that, like, it stops bleeding, it's patched up, and can fix.
And I'll be right there, like, sort of next to him, like, making sure I'm out of the way, but, like, hands there ready if he needs.
Yeah. And he does, like, he cuts off a bit of the the shirt that the guy is wearing, and like kind of
Mhm.
like is making sure that anything that's might be contaminating the area has been passed off and stuff like that. It's like, how? What? Okay, he's stable now. We're gonna have to take him up to the med bay in a minute.
Good.
What the fuck happened?
I turned to Satana. You told me, you assured me that this wasn't going to be a problem, that it was almost a joke.
I didn't murder this guy.
I didn't say you did. Is this something that happens a lot? I don't think so, because he clearly has been here quite a while.
No, I didn't.
Or are you just used to clearing bodies off of the ship?
I didn't even know this guy was down here. I've never been to this level.
You've never... 3 years. Pick him up. Take him up to the med bay with the doctor, please.
Yes, ma'am. And so Satana goes over and helps very carefully lift this Triton gentleman up. What are you doing? Anything with the staff?
Is it? Oh, it's on the ground.
It's on the floor because the guy's unconscious.
I'll call after them and say, do you know what we should do with his stuff? It seems important.
We've not been down here before. We thought the ship ended at the storage rooms.
Are you all... I'll pick up the staff and I will follow, but I'm going to pay close attention to it when I move the staff out of the, the range of the area where he was walking, or through the door. If anything changes, I put it straight back.
Okay, roll me a perception with advantage because you are looking specifically for this thing to happen at this point.
Ooh, hell of a time to roll a 19. So that's plus 8 is 20. Well, can't I math? 7. Jeez. 27.
So it already seems like something is happening. Because you saw that he was drawing runes as he walked.
Right.
And there's no runes being drawn. But however, things still seem to be okay at the moment. But as soon as you walk out the door with the staff, the lights in the room, the magic in the room flickers, and you feel something shift. So,
yeah. So as I watch it cross the threshold, and if it does that, I put it straight back, and I'll put it right back in the spot where it was.
Okay. So,
and
you put it back, and you can feel like something's not right, but it's not going to be a problem right now. If you'd taken the staff out of the room, it would have started going downhill very quickly. But there's still magic in the staff. It's still powered, because the guy's still alive. So at the moment, it's not an issue yet.
So I will head back upstairs and catch up with the doctor and Satana and go past them. But as I go past, and I'm assuming, Sophie, I probably meet you at some point on the stairs.
So
yeah.
So I'm gonna ask Satana a question, but let's do Sophie first.
Okay. So Sophie, you will have come down, and probably what's your walking speed?
I think it's like 20 feet.
Okay. So by the time you get down,
25.
By the time you get down the stairs, Satana and the doctor are already bringing the body back up. So you're outside the door as so you watch Shadow kind of do the thing with the staff and then put it back, and turn to you. So what are you guys doing?
What was that?
It's a very long story. Do you know anything about magic at all?
I mean, I know something.
Well, that's more than I do. Can you look at that? What is it and what is it doing? I don't move it from the room.
Would you like to go in and roll an investigation check? Also, just so you know, Shadow's covered in blood.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
I mean, Sophie's kind of just been like, okay, she came running down here with a medic. I just saw a body go up there being carried. I'm going to assume she had something to do with it, but I am not going to ask a question about that until a little bit later.
Good call.
All right, investigation. Can I just roll Knowledge Arcana?
Sure.
Good, because that's a 19.
Lovely.
Holla.
Yes.
Well done.
You can see the same magic at the top of the pillars in the room that Shadow did. You, however, recognize immediately that these would be tethers for those crystals that you saw on the outside of the ship. If these tethers untethered, from, like, knowledge of magic, you could probably guess that the ship would immediately start crashing.
Oh,
This room keeps the magic of the ship going.
What?
so-
What?
Who was that guy that got carried up?
I don't know, but I feel as though he has something to do with the running of the ship. It seems like you know more.
He does. He's actually keeping the ship floating.
I have to go. Catch up to me upstairs, all right? And I dash off.
Okay.
But wait, what am I supposed to do? What? Damn it.
As I
Shadow's
pass
getting her
Saint,
Shadow's getting her steps in today. That's
I
for
know,
damn
right?
sure.
Shadow
As,
also
as I-
hasn't noticed that Sophie's voice did not do the high pitch. Hey, wait, what's going on?
Yeah.
It's like,
Just
she's
too
like,
busy
what the hell?
being all like, what the fuck? But where are you
Yeah, I'm
going?
covered in blood. Are you kidding? So I'm dashing up the stairs. I want to get to Satana and the doctor because I did ask Satana a question.
Lovely. So they are in the medic room now, which is behind the kitchens, so not in view of the people. It's probably located here because a lot of people choke on chicken bones and stuff. So that's where they have most of their injuries. They're not used to the murder on board. But you come in and the doctor is getting the Triton man set up so that he can start healing. Satana's kind of just like looking at the Triton man going, what the fuck? What the fuck?
So I will run in and I will say, Satana, Captain, where is the captain?
He should be in his office. What the fuck?
Where is his office?
Up deck, up. There's some stairs that lead off the main bit where the viewing platform is. You'll see where we steer from. It's right behind that.
Oh, right. Thank you. I want to look around this med bay or whatever for a second. Is there anything that I can like wipe my hands on and stuff so I don't come out on the top like just dripping?
There is a few towels that the doctor has set out to kind of like tidy the guy up, and he like as soon as he sees you, he kind of just hands one to you like.
Okay, so I will grab it and I will as I'm like getting ready to dash off again because yeah, I'm running freaking everywhere today. I will unbutton my like velvety red overcoat down to the teal that's underneath, and I will pull it off and I'll set it off to the side and I look at both of them and I say, lose this or damage it, and it's and I wipe my hands and run off.
Okay, great. So
Hey, she says little, but it means a lot.
so Sophie, are you
Ooh.
staying in the magic secret room or what are you doing?
I mean, I do not know what is going on. I just know that this thing is magic and it should not be fucked with.
And it's sitting next, it's also sitting next to a pool of blood.
Yeah.
Do you want to do any preliminary investigations of the room, or are you just kind of like, ah?
I guess I'm gonna investigate the room.
Okay, roll me investigation, please.
At least to know where the hell I am. Oh my god, that's a 19 on the die. So that is an actual 19 because I do not have anything for intelligence.
We are all rolling like bananas tonight. I'm loving it.
You find
I'm loving it too.
You knock on wood right now. You knock on some wood right now.
you find
Whatever the fake wood this thing's made out of, I'm knocking on it.
you find the bit of fabric that got torn off the person's cloak. You find that little bit of fabric that has been torn off on the bottom of the doorway. You also, as you're like investigating the area, you go out and you kind of look at the stairs for a minute. and they look real weird. And you realize it looks like the stairs should end the floor above, but they don't. And something has, as you're looking at it, you're like, with the Arcana as well, you're like, there was magic here, and now there's not. And I shouldn't be able to see where I am right now, but I can.
What the hell is going on this ship? I am so confused right now.
So, up on the deck, Shadow, the three of you are having a lovely time. You just sassed a guy, and you're just kind of standing there. You probably...
I'm snapping my fingers to a deckhand or something. Could we get some wine up here, please? It's fantastic.
Yeah, I'll think about it. Are you one of are you one of the terrace people?
No, I'm someone who has good taste.
All right, I'll
That's
get you your wine, Mr. Good Taste, and he walks off.
Oh, and for the ladies, of course.
As you're having this conversation, behind you appears a very hurried shadow coming up the stairs. So you're not too far off from that whole interaction, and you see just a speck of blood just on her face, like that seems to have been smeared there. Her hands are clear now, but she's still... Are you still holding the rag by the time you get up there?
No, if there was somewhere to stash it,
Alright, cool.
because I don't want to.
You probably just wiped all of the blood off and then left the rag in the medic room, or wiped and walked.
I don't know that I would have taken that time. I probably would have done it while I was like going through the
So,
thing up, and then I'll just kind of toss it somewhere on the stairwell or something.
yeah, because that's not terrifying for anyone to find. But yeah, okay.
No, absolutely not.
Wow.
So yeah, you guys see her and she's looking very harried.
Oh, are you all right?
Hello.
And I'm looking for the direction that he told me to go to the captain's.
You immediately see the stairs, and you all notice that Shadow's not paying attention.
Mm-hmm. And I'll just I'll head that way, and over my shoulder I just throw, "Not now, Nora." And I'm like looking it that way.
Someone's in a hurry.
I follow.
Okay.
Yeah, you do.
Are you guys following?
Shall we?
I guess we shall.
Lovely. And with that, I'm gonna call lunch break.
Yay.
As you guys are kind of doing stuff. We will be back in a time or other. And we will continue with this murder on this ship that is not called the Titanic. But
Murder on
Now-
not the Orient Express.
it may or may
Love that movie.
it may or may not sink. We'll have to wait and see. All right, we'll be back.
I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to be. I'm like. My name is Thank you, Pero.
And we are back.
Yeah.
And Jaina's still
Howdy,
styling her
everyone.
hair. Welcome back to the second half of this episode. As we left it, a man had been stabbed, and the perpetrator had got away, and had apparently come back, got his or her weapon, and then disappeared again.
Dun, dun,
Which has
dun.
annoyed the shit out of Shadow.
Gonna have words at some point, me and this character.
Well, hope maybe in the next 1 to 3 days. Otherwise, that character's getting away scot-free. Sophie, you found this bit of fabric, and you're kind of just standing in this murder room. What are you doing?
I mean, now that I know that it's something keeping the ship afloat, do I know that the body up there is keeping the ship floating? Like, currently?
You can, because you can see the fact that there is magic stemming from the staff. I will allow, given the fact that you did roll really well when you were arcanaing it earlier, that magic is not from the staff, but is being powered into the staff, and presumably the body, as long as it's alive, can keep doing that.
Well, that's one problem I don't have to worry about immediately. So
That
Sophie
creak,
is going to...
the creak that you heard earlier when you landed on your bed,
Yeah.
the creak of protest from the wood, just subtly, you start hearing that from the wood around you.
I don't like that. I do not like that at all. I'm going to run an investigation check to see if there's, like, anything that I need to at least maintain.
Roll me Arcana, because you're still looking at the magic-y stuff.
DM question.
Mhm.
Have we all gotten down here?
No, you guys aren't going
wait,
down here,
no.
you're following Shadow.
She's-
Yeah.
She's still... Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I forgot. She's still downstairs. Yeah, that's right.
I rolled a 21.
Bravo.
Holy
Lovely.
Wow.
You think,
I love these dice.
going by the fact that this guy has a well-worn route of walking, it would probably be better if the staff was in the center of the route, so that it can touch more of the route than just off to the side where it is currently.
So, as carefully as I can, I'm going to move the staff to the center of the path.
The creaking sound doesn't subside completely, but it quiets down a bit, and you can kind of see, like, an almost luminousness in the path around the staff. So not the wood around the staff, specifically the worn path. You can see a little bit of luminousness kind of in the wood grains itself. Like, it knows that this magic is supposed to be here. And because this path has been walked so regularly, the magic kind of remembers that, yeah, no, we recognize this magic, we know where it's supposed to go, but we just need someone to do it at some stage. So currently it's fine, but the longer it goes on without that person here doing the runes, the worse it's gonna get. You may be able to land the ship, depending on how long the trip is. Or not.
Is there, like, any form of communication, like, to the captain's quarters
There
or
is not.
office?
This room seems to be completely isolated, especially considering the fact that you noticed that if the magic was correct outside of the room, this room wouldn't be visible at all, and this floor wouldn't be visible at all. This place is supposed to be unnoticed. and it's supposed to, like, people aren't supposed to know that this is part of the workings of the ship.
Okay. So on my last Arcana check, did I like roll investigation to see if they're like manuals or anything? Because I get the feeling that he's not going to be well enough to do all of everything.
As far as you can tell from the room, like, there is a little sitting table that has a plate and some cutlery set on it. There is some tinkering tools set out. There are no manuals. There's no instructions on how to do any of this stuff. Not that they would be helpful to him anyway, since he has no eyes. But it seems like there are points where he does move away from his track and, like, goes and eats and sleeps and stuff. So it's not crucial at the moment that he's not there. It's just knowing that, okay, the staff needs to be in the center while he's not here so that the magic can get as far as possible, and he needs to come back so that it can be restarted at some point to continue the process.
Okay, so that Sophie's just going to leave and probably go up to the med bay, see if she can help out.
Are you shutting or locking or trying to close the door in any way?
Does it lock from the inside or outside?
There is no key on the door. So it would be you manually trying to figure out how to lock this door. Or you can just close it.
See, I'd rather not close it, just because I know my luck.
Well, I will remind you that Shadow got in without having to unlock it. So it wasn't locked originally.
Well, yeah, but there was a person in there. I guess if I don't see a lock, I'm just going to shut the door.
Mm-hmm. So you shut the door,
And
nothing seems to happen. It still feels warm from this side, so, like, the magic still seems to be powering just fine for the moment. And you're fine to go upstairs. As you go upstairs, the doctor kind of looks at you and is like, You were down there. Did you... First of all, did you do it?
No.
Okay, I'm just gonna take your word. Did you see anything?
I followed you guys down.
I know I had to ask. Did you see anything?
That's the room that keeps the ship floating.
I meant less about the room and more about who might have done this. The room we're just pretending doesn't exist right now, because that is blowing my mind that I have never known that existed.
Oh, you're not supposed to, but anyway. I mean, there was blood. There was... Other than that, I wasn't too focused on,
Reminder, you did find the fabric.
I did find fabric under the door.
What? Satana, can you grab one of the bags that are meant for samples and just put... And Satana kind of goes over and grabs a bag, takes out the little thing that's in it, and holds it out for you to put the fabric in.
Oh, I didn't even touch it. It's still under the door.
Oh, great. Cool. I don't want to go down there alone.
I'll go with you.
Great. So you and...
As the tiefling.
Yeah, the tiefling who up until right now was like, oh, this is just a chill fucking boring job, that we joke about murder because shit's so boring. And there's actually been a murder like 5 minutes after I joked about a murder, even though he's not dead. But, that's his kind of vibe at the moment.
Okay,
an
DM,
assault.
that's you projecting on your NPC. Can we make sure we get that right though?
They're
Yeah,
my
and
NPCs.
can you be a little bit nicer about calling me out, please?
So you go back downstairs.
Not you. Oh, yeah.
You go back downstairs with Saitana. Upstairs, Shadow, you are leading the charge up to the rooms. As directed, you see the first area where they steer the ship from. You see a kind of hunched figure at the steering wheel who, for a second, it looks like he's part of the steering wheel. He's standing there so firmly. But after a while you realize, it's just an old guy who's kind of used to this position and he's clearly been working here for a while. There are a couple of other people milling around this area, but you do see the door to the captain's office as well.
Awesome. How far behind me is everybody else?
How far behind you are you, gang?
I think
Yeah.
I'm after Remy.
Oh. Well, very well. And then
You are muted,
the-
Amelia.
you
I ran right after Shadow, but I am definitely not as fast as Shadow.
Okay, so you can see them catching up as soon as you stop in this room.
Okay.
Is this where the
so
party's at?
I'm laser focused
Oh.
on the captain's door. And do I wait? Brain stopped working. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
You know that blue screen that you get every so often?
More often than not.
I'm mostly waiting for Nora to catch up with me.
Okay. So
As
she catches up maybe 30 seconds behind you.
okay. I'm breathing kind of hard. So are you, apparently. It's a long story. We have captain words.
What on your fur, Captain? Not nice.
Fuck.
Why
I'll
are we
start
after the
walking that way.
captain?
Okay.
Oh wait, sorry. No, I won't. I won't move if she starts talking. Sorry.
Jonah.
Why are we going after the captain again?
Nora, Amelia, did you point out where the blood that I missed was on me?
Your fur whiskers.
It's murder. Somebody got hurt.
Oh,
I mean, is what I mean.
Oh, Jesus.
And I'll sort of like, I suppose strength in numbers would be better. Nora, I'm going to need.
yes,
to
yes,
say
darling.
nice
That's great and all.
things.
Where's the body?
No, and I walk.
Perfect.
This is
Because
what
the last thing I heard was you wanting to dissect things, and I'm like,
Oh, the sheer child giddy
Where's the body?
on her face.
No.
this is what I meant when people say you're creepy, or when I said it however I meant to say it.
As we're walking towards the captain's, I just go, what? Fill me in quick before we walk in, please. What do we
the person
need?
that keeps the boat in the air is maybe dying and got attacked by somebody, and I either was going to catch the attacker or I was going to catch him from falling. Those were my options. So I caught him and not the attacker, and he's gone now. But we need to stay in the air because I can't fly. Can you? And I'll, like, as we get up to the captain's
No.
door, I'll reach out to knock.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's not a body yet. He's still alive. Oh, so he's in medbay. I'll go to that.
Yes, and we probably wanted to
Jane
stay
is
that
gonna-
way, I would imagine.
Yes, Jaina's going
sorry,
to turn
go
around and head down to medbay.
Alive, please.
Right
I-
before I said... No.
You
What
would-
did you say, Jaina?
just said she's going to go down to medbay. That's all.
As I'm like lifting my fist up to knock on the door and you walk away, I just turn and go, fuck!
Uh,
on the door.
Jaina, do
Before
you know where the med bay is?
It's downstairs somewhere. I'll find it. Don't worry, loves.
Immediately after you say the word fuck, the door swings open and the captain leans on the door jamb like, how can I help? Alright, there we go. I got it with my own thing.
Oh, bless you.
So how can I help you? I see
Go.
Ellie, you're back.
Ellie. Oh, doesn't matter. Go in your office. Go forward. Go.
I'll do as you wish, Mom. And he turns
Do it
around
faster.
He turns around and goes back in.
And
what do
Remy,
I
are
have
you
that...
coming in? Sorry. Remy comes in
Okay, yep, cool.
too.
What do I owe the pleasure?
Remy, door shut.
With my tail.
And I'll turn back to the captain. Is he like smiley and schmoozy and
Yeah, he is 100% trying to, like, ooh, charming opportunity.
I mean, you did. He entered the conversation on you saying the word "fuck," and he opened the door and say, "Hello."
oh boy. So I turn after I do that to Remy. I turn back to the captain, and I say, "You may want to sit down, but I don't really care that much. The Triton in the basement."
How do you know about...
How important is he for us not plummeting to our deaths because he's about to die?
Did you kill our fucking...
Of course she didn't. Pay attention.
Absolutely, that's what I did. I attempted to kill somebody, and then I came and told you about it. Trust me, if I'd wanted to kill somebody, they'd be dead. He is not, thankfully, because your doctor is actually somewhat competent, but I don't know how long that's going to last. So, do what you do and figure out what we need to do now.
If he dies, we go down fast.
So how do we keep that from happening?
We don't
Working on
let
it.
him die.
Wonderful. Is there any support or other personnel that you should be offering your doctor in the med bay at the moment?
No one's supposed to know about him, actually.
All right. I'm going to put
Late
this
for
very,
that.
very plain for you. Either people know about him and we all live, or we run a very high risk of us all dying. Now, I know which I would prefer, and your reputation is not something I care about.
Well, it is something that I care about. So,
More than your life.
I can fly.
I turn
The
around
ship
to
goes
Nora
down,
and
your
Remy.
If the ship goes down, your reputation goes down with it.
No, it doesn't actually. Because if all of you die and I don't, who's gonna tell the tale of my heroicness afterwards?
How big is this guy?
He's about 5'11".
Okay, good. Thank you.
Oh.
Sorry, give me a moment.
Look, I don't want
it
this
pains
ship
me.
to go down, but if it does, that's not on me.
Then what is it? Well, it is on you. You allowed a murderer to get on board. But what is it about this person and whatever it is he was doing in the bottom of the ship that is worth killing hundreds of people for?
Well, he keeps the ship afloat, and this happens to be one of the only ships that has someone like him. There are 3, in fact. Most ships have to stop and refuel, and, like, we would be making a lot more stops on our journey if we didn't have him in it. So,
Is there no support caster to assist him in such a case like this?
no, because no one else is going to willingly have their eyes taken out to be able to do it.
Nora, I turn to you as he's
I
saying this.
I
and
beg
say,
your pardon.
Are we actually right now discussing the economics of airship travel when somebody is dying and other
No,
people are going to
like,
soon
I'm-
after? Are you?
I'm giving you a reason why, like, they might want to kill him. Because a rival airship company may want us out of the air.
Oh, so they found out your secret anyway, despite all of your careful management.
Well, that's only my theory, having only just heard this story. Maybe he had an enemy. Maybe something else happens. Maybe there's someone on board that they wanted to kill and they don't care about human life. I don't know. That's just the most probable explanation to me.
Oh my dear God. Okay, what do we do?
Keep him alive?
Like I said,
Rulis,
we're
you're
going
the
to go around
captain.
in
How do we
circles and
do that?
circles. How do we do that? What do you give to your people so they can do their job the best?
Well, generally, to keep people happy and going, I give them alcohol, but I don't really think that'll help at the moment.
Oh my God.
Look, he's in good hands. Our doctor is one of the finest amongst our fleet. Just make sure no one gets in to murder him again, and maybe find out who is trying to murder him. That might help. Yes, you got your
You don't
hand
give
raised.
anything.
I'm taking care of the ship.
Clearly.
Sorry, Remy, what did you say? I didn't hear you.
He's in
You
Harpin.
said
I
he
didn't hear
took
what you
out
said.
his. Yeah, I know you. I know you did.
Apologies.
I heard you.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
You said he took out his eyes in order to make this work.
Yeah, well, yeah. I presume you saw that.
Care to elaborate?
I did.
on
It was some.
exactly-
I turned to you, Remy. It's some sort of spell that he keeps going. I know nothing about magic whatsoever, but apparently this one needs you to not be able to see. I don't
Yeah,
know.
so, as it works, in the process of all of this, you remove your eyes and you're given not magic eyes, but enough to be able to see the threads of magic through everything. It was discovered from one of the ancient people who still live from before, the, thingy. So, he didn't have any eyes, and we were chatting to him after doing a wellness check with him, you know. And that's what, he can see magic, so we were like, well, maybe if we do that to someone, they will be able to see magic. And obviously we offered them a really cushy, like, we gave them money, and they've got, like, other stuff going for them, and obviously they had to be dedicated or they wouldn't do it. So, like, it's a win-win for everyone.
Sure,
I see.
naturally.
And he doesn't. Sorry, that was a bit insensitive.
Oh my dear
Oh,
God. What is the
is
closest
sensitive.
port to where we are?
So it'd be turning around and going back, but we're not doing that.
Good. Do it.
No.
Yes.
No.
Do it.
That there's not a chance.
You're
in this world-
landing this
Have you
boat
lost your
to make sure that we
minds?
all stay alive.
Look, if you try and make me turn around and have to offer refunds to people, I'll be getting you locked in the brig.
Yeah,
as
Good luck with that.
as
Absolutely
people
lost
who
your
have
mind.
been causing problems for me. Like, you interrupted a conversation with my chef and me. I could have said you've been making problems for everyone. I can get you locked up pretty fucking quick.
Well, if the chef was having problems, I would reckon that he's not the only one. So
Yeah.
I bet that I'd have some support behind me if we need to turn this ship around. So you will turn this ship around.
Well, the interesting thing that I see, Miss Eleonora, is there's no one else in this room, is there?
Yeah, and
That's a
then...
very good point, Shadow.
And who found the body of the dead guy?
Oh yeah, we're gonna go that route, are we? Like I said before,
Well, if I get hurt...
wanted somebody dead, they would be, Captain. And this is not going to turn out well for you, regardless of what happens. Even if we make it safely there, this is not ending well for you. Make the right choice.
I'm not landing this ship. Have fun solving the murder. Get out of my office.
No. Absolutely not. And I turn around and leave.
Okay. What were you saying no
Yes,
to?
Remy?
I'm sorry, did I talk over somebody who didn't realize it? I'm so sorry.
I don't know what you were saying no to.
I wasn't
The
saying. I
captain
didn't say
actually
no
told
at
you
all.
to get out of his office, and you kind of did.
No, Captain
No,
said.
he told me to solve the murder.
Oh, okay.
And she said no to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah.
Remy, what were you gonna say?
She walks out. I wait to watch, see if you follow. I'll leave last. Yeah.
Can
if
I
you're
help
leaving.
you? Can I help you with
Eleanor,
something, little
Eleanor.
cat man?
Oh god,
I was
out of
there.
character. Out of character. Oh
Eat
my
a dick.
god, I
That's what
want
you can
to
do.
kill this mother. Oh my god. All right.
I'm glad.
Eleonora, do you walk out?
I do not. I would
You're
like
still in
to roll to intimidate.
Okay.
Go right ahead. What are you doing to intimidate him?
I have some acid I can drip over this bastard.
I stand there and just go full Draco Malfoy.
Yes.
I am Lady Eleonora Vetica, and if you do not turn this ship around, my father will hear of this.
I am gonna roll with advantage against that because I can guarantee you he's heard shit like that before.
Can I roll a history check?
You may.
Do I get advantage?
You do not.
I'm trying to decide if I should.
And who exactly would your father be that I would be worried about that? He doesn't sound so
God.
sure. Like, part of this may have worked.
Someone sounds happy.
First bad roll of the night. Meh.
Was you rolling
Oh,
anyone?
just someone who can have your rank pulled.
9.
Ah, fiddle.
Look,
Can we give a massive shout out to Grey Jedi 70, the Grey Jedi 70 for subscribing to
and
the
giving us
channel.
100 bits. Awesome.
Yep, 100 bits
Whoop,
too.
whoop.
So, I'll not turn around, but I'll make a stop somewhere saying that we've got technical issues. Is that enough for you, Miss Eleonora Vetica?
It'll be enough if you don't get me killed. How's that?
We'll see. Have fun solving the murder.
By the
or
way, I
not.
rolled a 24 intimidation.
Yeah, he's not letting it on, but like, his job is his life, and like his pride is his stuff. So attacking that specifically was a very good move. But
So he has no life and nothing else to look forward to. Got it.
but yeah, he's very.
That's what I'm hearing.
He's very clearly like trying to maintain this bravado, but he's willing to try and stop somewhere else.
Always pays to have a member of the nobility with you.
Not that my character.
I
knows
mean, not that
with
that's it at all.
Maggie.
She's totally lying.
Is there anything else I can help you with, or are we done here?
What can you do to make sure the med bay is well stocked and guarded?
It's as stocked as it's
Can
gonna
you
be.
spare anyone?
It's as stocked as it's gonna be, but I'd possibly pass a word on to the kitchens. There are quite a few burly folk in there that will keep an eye out on the door and make sure no one goes in.
I trust you will. And I just turn on my heel.
Have a good day.
I open the door for you. I open the door for you to leave.
Have the day you
And
deserve.
I'm so tempted to close that door and lock it and do some really bad things. But I'm not going to. I'm going to leave with her.
No
and
setting the
close-
captain's quarters on fire.
Oh
Unless you
God!
want
Don't
to.
ruin my surprise for everybody. God.
Not
This is a
Hey,
contained ship. You
this-
set it on fire. You set all of us on fire. Mindy.
not yet, honestly. All
I
right.
can handle. So I can handle with the fire.
You leave.
That's not a
You
problem.
leave the captain behind. If one of you could chuck the Discord server in the chat, that'd be great. So you guys are heading straight to the med bay. Thank you, Amelia.
Since I walked out 30 or so seconds before them, I'm waiting at the top of the stairs
Okay,
for
great.
them to come out.
You see, you can kind of hear what's going on inside there, but you do see the guy that's steering the ship kind of looks over at you and is like, "What did you say happened?"
Is he in kind of like it's a hallway and he's in a different room, or it's like we go right past his driving station?
No, it's like, so there's the front half of the building,
Mm-hmm.
the room that you're in, then
Mhm.
a blocked off area that's presumably got gears and ship shit in it, and then at the back of that room is the door to the captain's office.
Okay.
The kind of half hall there. So in
Okay.
in the time that you were yelling, the other people that
Mhm.
were in the steering area have gone because obviously they don't want to hear the kerfuffle. But the the steering gentleman is still there.
And this is the old guy who looks like he's part of the ship.
Yep.
Can I tell what sort
He
of
looks straight
like,
up
how-
out of
actually,
Davy
no,
Jones' locker.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. How tall is he?
He's the same height as the is that the mast? Or the
No,
No.
this is what the
No.
No.
sails are on.
Yeah,
Helm?
helm? Thank
The
you. I
helm.
knew
The helm.
it was a four-letter
The
word.
steering wheel.
The steering wheel.
Terps.
His head reaches the exact same height as the top steering wheel as it is. So
Okay.
about 5'7".
Okay.
The
I
problem-
will come.
The problem with
Okay.
knowing that the guy is taller than you is that most people are taller than you.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
So I will move to talk to him,
Mhm.
but I want to move so that me talking to him is, if possible, out of direct line of sight of the door that I just came
That's
out of.
fine. It's pretty easy because it's like a half hall and there's a room
Mhm.
that kind of blocks off
Okay.
half of the main room. So
Yeah,
you wander
so
into
I'll
that
do that.
area.
Yeah, I'll kind of meander that way and. Well, I don't know. What did you hear?
I think I heard you say that something happened to Othello.
Sorry, Flight. Say the name again.
Othello. So spelt
Othello?
spelt the same as Othello, but said Othello.
Okay.
So his
Who's
name was
Othello?
Othello.
The Triton in the bottom of the ship.
Oh, so you do know. Okay.
I'm Merrick. I go down and visit him when I'm not here.
Right. And I will put on like a very warm smile. Hi, Merrick. It's very
Hi.
nice to meet you.
It is lovely to meet you too. Your name was
Shadow.
Shadow.
Yes.
Remus,
Is Othello all right?
Oh, sorry. For now, yes.
Okay.
Your doctor is very skilled.
He
and
is.
I hope that it will remain that way. But I have concerns. But tell me about your friend. Did he have enemies?
No, he's the quiet type. We boarded this ship together a long time ago.
Yes.
Well, not even this ship, really. This fleet. We've been on ships like it for, maybe 50 odd years or so.
My goodness, you must really enjoy your work.
There's nothing like the sea, and you can kind of watch him. He's kind of swaying with the rhythm of the world. And since airships are the thing now, it means that we get to continue what we love. Neither of us had any families. We met in an orphanage together.
Oh my.
Yeah, he's like a brother to me.
Yes, indeed. Well, I'm terribly sorry that he is hurt. As I said, when I left him, he was doing all right, and I hope
That's
that it
good.
continues. If you've been on here this long, oh, go ahead, sorry.
He has dedicated too much to this ship, but then again, and he kind of looks down at himself. Maybe so have I.
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
right.
now, tell me, Merrick, this captain seems as though he is not quite as dedicated to the ship as you are. Has he been here long?
Oh, he's been here the same amount of time that this fleet has been in operation. So he came on board this ship when Merrick did the ritual. So he's the problem with it is that a lot of the accountability of keeping the ship going has been taken from the captain's roles and put on Merrick's Othello's shoulders.
Oh,
Because he's the one that keeps the ship up now. And it's not the captain's job anymore.
right.
And he's very good with delegating in a way that doesn't make him seem lazy until you talk to him.
Yes, that conversation I just had was distasteful, to say the least.
Yeah, I
That's a damn
don't talk to him
Merrick-
outside of work.
Merrick, if I may confide a little bit of my fear in you for a moment.
Of course.
Your friend seems like a very sweet person, and I hope nothing but the best, but the ship is full of people, and if for whatever reason he is unable to stay with us, I have grave concern for everyone else here. I don't know about you, but flying isn't really on my list of capabilities.
We've got the flying ship, like the safety board and ships, and we have a wizard for each of those, like if anything happens to the ship. So we've also got a fail safe that Othello and I put in. The ship can break. So you know where all the chairs are downstairs?
Yes.
Everything above that can break off and go away.
All right.
Which means that if there are wizards on that bottom half, which is where the crystals are, it'll be easier to keep up. It'll be a much smaller ship. It'll be a much fuller ship. But if needs come to needs, if we can keep the wizards on ship and they don't immediately abandon it, we can figure it out. People won't die, but people always die in panic, and I recognize that, but it should be safer. But no one knows about that. The captain would get rid of it if we mentioned it.
Oh, well, what is
Can we
it with
make
this...
Merrick the captain?
Yeah, right?
Because I feel like he's a better captain, better at keeping people calm.
I'm too old for captaining. Also,
I'm not here.
You're not here,
One,
so I'm not
Sophie's
saying
done
that
it.
out loud.
I'm totally talking
GM,
this out of character.
This is now a perfect moment to ask:
You guys will have come out by now, and you close the door after yourself. So you probably haven't heard any of this conversation, but like you can see the shadows talking to this steering wheel man.
I was gonna say, as you guys come out, I was just out of view of the direct view of the door, but as you guys like come down the little hallway or whatever, I'm sure we're talking. Yeah.
I mean, all I wanted to add to it was say, hey, when we get rid of that top portion, can the captain make sure we make the captain is like tied to that, and as it goes, like do that.
Mr. Hollywood.
We are not
I'm surprised at you.
murder.
Don't act like that to me. Don't you sass me like that.
No, I
know you wanna do
absolutely
it
say
too.
that. I absolutely say that, but I raise an eyebrow at you. Like, yeah. Mr. Merrick.
Just,
apologies,
just
Flake, go ahead.
Merrick is fine. You do not have to anything.
What race is he? I'm sorry.
He doesn't seem to have a discernible race anymore. So, yeah, he is boat. Like
Holy shit!
his
I didn't
his
realize it was that
skin,
much.
his skin has kind of withered into a wooden kind of look, and like you feel like if you tried to move his fingers off the steering wheel holdy hand bits, that something would crack. He
Oh, this straight up is some fucking Davy Jones
Okay.
Lockett shit.
yeah,
Beautiful, and I love it.
but this is his
Wow.
own. This is his own dedication and doing that he's done this.
Yeah.
It seems like there are a lot of secrets that go into the running of this.
There are a lot of secrets everywhere, Miss Shadow. We just
So,
happen to be
seeing-
privy to a few.
Well,
Miss Eleonora, was there something you were about to say?
Sorry, what?
Oh,
I hope.
I'm sorry. You must still be flustered after your
Nora, are you alright?
Yes,
conversation.
fine,
Um,
thanks.
Did
you
you
do the
say your name is Miss Eleonora?
Indeed. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
My name is Merrick, and may I say that you have the prettiest eyes I've seen in a while.
Oh. Well, that's the kindest thing I've heard all day.
Well,
Thank you, sir.
considering you've been around a murder and my boss, that's not saying much, but I'll take it.
I like him. He needs to be the captain now.
Merrick,
Well,
I
quite
don't
the,
want to keep you.
quite the charmer, aren't you, Matt?
Oh,
Merrick.
I'm just an old man enjoying his craft.
Merrick, if you are so familiar with the ship,
Bravo.
if someone were trying to hide, where would they go? Where would you go?
Well, where the most people are, if I'm trying to become inconspicuous. But considering that it's down there, I would say you're probably looking for someone in the storage rooms that may have got into one of the boxes. The boys down there are not observant.
Yes, I noticed that.
There have been many evening when Othello has got tired of his work, wandered up there and stolen a whole box of supplies, and then gone back down, and they haven't even missed it. And like a blind man has stolen stuff from them. That's how unobservant they are.
I'll make sure I won't mention it to them.
That's all good. But yeah, you'd probably be wanting to be lost in a crowd, I would say. There isn't, aside from his rooms, there isn't anywhere that you could hide safely outside of like the room of a guest, maybe. But
Sure.
but it's a big ship, and if someone's looking for you, it's better to get lost in a crowd than it is to be singled out.
Well, Merrick, thank you. It's been lovely to chat with you. I think that we are going to let you get back to your work, and we are going to go check on your friend. When I have the opportunity, I will come upstairs and update you on his condition.
I would
So far, I
appreciate
hope
that.
he's all right. Absolutely.
The ship's still flying, so I know he's still alive.
That's good.
Um,
And I kind of look at the other two, like, okay, you ready? Like, should we go?
enjoy the clear skies. We've got it for a few more days.
Thank you, Merrick. Oh, go
Thank you
ahead.
for your time. Thank you for your time, man.
He kind of nods and turns back, and almost kind of like, not in the same way that the elephants did, but it kind of seems like he morphs back into his position and becomes one with the environment again. Not that he's not existing in himself, but it's just his whole purpose has become this.
That's some trippy shit right there. I'm just saying.
I will move away
As
from
we-
him. Oh, go ahead, Amelia,
Oh, go
please.
ahead.
No, go.
No, go ahead.
Okay, as I move away
Okay,
from
I'm
the
gonna go
thing,
now. No.
I move just so I would be just out of earshot, and then kind of wait for you guys to catch up to chat with you. That's all. That's all.
Okay, all good.
Cool. I'm moving. As soon as I say that, I acknowledge him with the hat tip, nod, and then I mosey on.
And I turn around to you guys and kind of just look at you like.
As we leave, I like the way you would to like a grandfather that you've like just visited. I just say thank you kindly and give him a kiss on the cheek, and I leave.
You have a lovely
That old
day,
charmer.
Eleonora.
Oh my
That
goodness.
old charmer.
Love it.
And meet you in the hallway.
I look at you, Nora. I look at you and I go, see, this is why I usually have you lead. Your smiles actually mean something to people. I try. I did. Did you see? I try. It just doesn't work with the teeth and everything. Sorry, Remy. Hi. Hello. That captain was horrible.
Hello. Yes, I wanted
Horrible
to
indeed.
close the door behind Eleanor and lock it and do many terrible things to that man. But
I hold up my hand and like
I don't
my
know
claws
what my
flex out
sister.
and like I understand. Believe me.
Well, you and I will have many a discussion later on that subject. However,
Probably.
Shadow, is there any other particular details that have been left out that we should know about?
I am happy to discuss all of that with you, but can we do it as we walk downstairs? I am very interested to see how our friend is, and I'm make sure Jaina hasn't dissected anything.
Can everyone please make a dexterity saving throw,
I
please?
just thought that.
Oh
Neffy, you're my favorite. Oh, I was too busy laughing at that flight. What did you
Thank
say?
you.
Everyone make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Nat
Oh, fuck.
1.
Guys, I tried so hard. I ran so fast.
You see Jaina just go pum, 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 down the stairs.
That's exactly
She
what
tried
happens.
so
I'm just
hard
gonna roll some
and
damage
got
for you.
Oh
nowhere.
no.
Yeah, right.
8.
Thank you for that.
I can't
Oh.
wait for the
Oh.
voices in my head to laugh at me in like 5 seconds.
God dang it, Eleanor! You're bringing out that darn the portal voice.
So
Okay, you said a saving throw, correct?
saving throw.
I hear it now. I hear it every once
Okay,
in a while.
so Eleonora, what did you roll?
8.
Sophie, what'd you roll?
He's flustered after the interaction with
Sophie, what'd you roll?
16.
Lovely. Jaina, what'd you roll?
A nat 1.
Lovely. Remy, what'd you roll?
Fuck's sake. Well, at least there's 2 ones for 11.
Lovely. Shadow, what'd you roll?
25.
Okay, so Shadow and Sophie, you are the only ones that stay on your feet as the ship very suddenly jolts downwards one beat, as if suddenly nothing is holding it in the air for just a second.
Is my
Jaina,
roll high enough to? Oh, I'm so sorry.
no, all good. Jaina, Remy, you take 3 points of damage as you topple down the stairs. Both of different stairs. Oh no, because Jaina, you're in the stairwell inside. Remy, you're on the stairs going down to the deck. You both face plant down them. Eleonora, you luckily weren't quite at the stairs yet, so you don't fall down them and you don't take damage, but you do fall and kind of catch yourself on the railing. That was a big shift. Everyone felt that. You see one person, those of you that are on the deck, fall off the side of the ship. Only to be...
How far away?
Probably about 60 feet.
Sorry,
Oh.
only to be what?
Only to be caught by one of the wizards that is standing by one of the crystals with magic and lift them back up. People go overboard all the time, not normally because of this. But something clearly just happened. Those of you that are in the med bay, for a second, the light, the essence of life seems to leave Othello's body. Just for a second, before the doctor pumps an amount of healing into him, and you see it revived. But you all feel the effects of what happens if that ends.
Well, that's not good. I'm here to lend a hand.
Lovely! Do you know how to resurrect people?
No.
Do you know revivify?
No.
Do you know any healing?
Yes, I'm studying to be a doctor. I've read lots of medical books.
You've read books. Cool, that's enough. Chuck some healing in him, please.
All right. Have we staunched the wound yet?
Yes, it's sewn. It's just not reacting the way that it should be to healing magic. It just keeps opening up. And I don't...
Oh, well, then he's got a curse on him, doesn't he? Well, you'll have to get rid of that first.
Fuck. Do you know how to remove curses?
No, I've read
Shit.
books.
Fuck. Okay. Cool. This is great. Just healing magic him for now. I'm going to go get my manual.
It's like when you get out of college and you have your first job and they're like, do you know how to do this stuff? No, I just read books. That's so great.
I like the fact that he automatically assumes I have healing magic.
You said that he
Is
was there
there
to
an
help.
intercom?
What the
Is there an intercom?
What the fuck is
on
an
the ship?
intercom? What is an
Is there
intercom?
a way to communicate with everyone on the ship from this location?
Not from here. We have a trumpety thing on the deck that the captain uses to do daily announcements.
Trumpety thing.
I hate
Well, this
this
is fun.
captain. I hate this captain so much. I want mutiny. Let us
Many
cause mutiny.
bad things are going to befall this captain, don't you worry.
So, you see,
All right, well, we need...
Saitana kind of goes like, are we gonna die?
Not if you can find a paladin and or a very high-class cleric and or anyone that can remove curses. So, chop chop, your life literally depends on it. Go on.
I'll go check the guest registry then, I guess. And he, Saitana leaves.
Goodbye.
Sophie, you're in here as well.
I am now.
Oh no, well, you and Saitana went downstairs to get the fabric and that's been put in a bag and stuff because I forgot about that.
Oh, hello, Sophie. Lovely to see you. Welcome to the med bay. Do you happen to know how to remove curses?
No, not really.
Does your
usually...
brother know how to remove curses?
No. We've
That's
actually
unfortunate.
never...
Fuck.
Yes.
So, fuck. We're fucked. Fuck. Fuck. We just keep healing, I guess. That seems
All
to
right.
be maintain. Fuck. Like, fuck. I
mean, that's
deal.
appropriate.
I
Listen.
deal with choking and like splinters and people doing weird sex things on a ship. That's it. Curses aren't my thing. I don't do this.
Hey.
All right, listen. What is your name? What is your name?
Fuck, I don't have a name. Give me a second.
He's so distressed he forgot his name.
Oh,
It's happened.
That's amazing.
I would
Gordon.
do
My
the same.
name is Gordon.
All right, Dr. Gordon, do you have an assistant?
No, I occasionally will deal with like an old lady with a wart. Like, I don't do much, and if I need another person, everyone else is like first aid trained, but like, you know.
All right. Well, tell you what, Dr. Gordon, we're going to take ourselves in shifts, and we are going to first aid this man until we can get this bloody ship to a port. Got it? Got it? Good.
Great. Good. Yes.
Can I cast thaumaturgy to make my voice project to the rest of the ship and say, "Hey, if there's a paladin or a high-level cleric on the
Or
ship,
anyone
please
that can
report to
spell
medbay"?
curses.
Has a range.
I will have a look at thaumaturgy.
I think
Oh,
it has a
Sophie, dear.
range. But
It's
it's not
30
terrible.
feet. But it does make my voice boom up to 3 times as loud as normal for 1 minute.
Okay.
Sophie, dear, do you know how to detect magic?
So what you do, Sophie, when you try
I'm-
thaumaturgy, is you are in a closed room, and you make your
I might go
voice-
outside.
Oh no.
You
I
are
might go out of the medbay.
You are in a closed room. It is a bigger closed room, but it is still a closed room.
Down like several floors.
Yeah, down several floors. So you're gonna get the people in the kitchen and the few people that are in the dining room. And it's gonna be stupid loud to them. Do you still want to do that? Because I will
No,
roll a dice and see if I can find,
I mean, my plan was to go to, like, up on the deck. That way my voice can at least travel downwards, too.
Mhm.
And then say, if there is anyone on, and pull out full announcement voice, if there is anyone on this ship that knows the spell curse is a paladin or a cleric, please report to the medbay immediately. But, like,
Dig it.
out on the deck. You know, in open space. And not in a closed room.
lovely.
Also, you've got really blurry all of a sudden.
Yes.
Like, full-on
You're
1980s
pixelated.
video.
This is straight up that moment where where you have bad Wi-Fi and your phone YouTube video goes to 144 fucking resolution.
144.
It's straight up. Unfortunately, I have some of that at my work, and the only way I can play a YouTube video is if I let the resolution just go to shit. Straight pixelation status.
Benefit to working in hotels. We always have to have good Wi-Fi.
Lovely.
Did the captain have a name? Other players, did the captain have a name that we got?
Asshole.
I've been thinking of him as
nope,
Captain
not
Douchebag.
that I wrote down.
That's the nicest one for him. I have many other names.
The poor excuse for an Irish accent, bastard.
Hey, her accent
was
wasn't that
rude.
Flight,
bad.
I love you. Flight, I love you. I love you.
That
and
was
your accent.
rude.
But you're playing a character
Mhm.
that I don't honest to God act like a murderer.
And when you
hobo I
randomly
play
get like
in
7
this
normie
one.
die, you're not gonna have to wonder why.
Don't look at me.
Oh, I forgot about the opposite. The normie die
Yeah.
versus chaos die. But either way, I'm sorry. You're playing a guy that at least 3 of your players want to murder.
I mean,
I'm so
yeah.
I
Yeah.
never
Well,
said I
I was-
wanted to murder him. I'm just saying he doesn't need to be captain anymore.
After Satana said he was a jerk, I was already like figuring out how to pull some pranks on this guy. This is a whole nother level. Like, forget it, man. Mm-mm.
I'm on the verge of going to the chef and being like, "Hey, do you want to help with this?" I don't think.
I know,
he'll say
that's
no.
why I was like, I can and will pull a mutiny on you.
You're laughing about that. That is legit a plan in my brain that we could potentially do.
Okay,
Straight up.
I'm gonna roll a
So,
D20.
once Sophie leaves to go blast everyone's eardrums on the top deck of the ship, Jaina is gonna cast Detect Magic on the body.
Okay. There. Let me go. You do find a curse.
I knew it.
Located around the wound. It is called a gushing gore curse or gusher curse. And it is necrotic. It seems like that. It's not quite that because it's homebrew, but it's basically that.
Dr. Gordon, was it? Come over here real quick.
Yes. Yeah. Hi.
Hello. Do you have a pen, a marker of some
Yes.
sort?
Hold on. I've got a quill. And he grabs a notepad and was like, "What?"
All right, so she's going to take it and she's going to start drawing on the body. So you see inside this line right here, I'm not sure how far down, but I'm assuming deep into his flesh as far as the knife went, he's cursed. So not exactly ideal, but an idea. We could cut out all of this flesh that is cursed and possibly then be able to heal him. But like I said, not ideal. If we could find someone to remove this necrotic curse ASAP, much better. But backup plan. What do you think?
I'd rather not injure him more.
Yeah, it's like that's what I said. Backup plan.
Great, cool, good to know that someone's casting curses on my ship. Great, cool. For now, while we wait to see if there's anyone who can do stuff, I'm gonna leave you to heal, and I'm gonna get my curse manual that I have for light reading in my room.
Light reading.
Like, I'm gonna go and find that and see what curse is it.
All right. She's gonna roll an insight check because that sounds freaking oddly specific for
Yes,
him to
go right
actually
ahead.
have. See if I can roll anything. No, I can't. That's a 9.
He's a doctor. Like you, he's got some weird fucking interests.
Hey now. Jaina just likes anatomy. She's fascinated by it.
Yeah,
All
and
sorts of anatomy.
and he likes not having to deal with cursed things, but here we are.
Yes. So he leaves, and I'm all alone with the body.
Yes, because you sent sent her away, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
All right, Leandris, Danica, what do you think, dears?
Woo! We're fucked. We're fucking fucked.
Leandris,
Hey, it's migraine.
Leandris, you're not helpful, and we're not fucked. He's going to be fine.
He's gonna
Danica.
die. Look, I don't know much about curses. But have you tried healing him?
That doesn't work, darling, because of the specific curse. It keeps on reopening. So we have to get rid of part A before we can affect part B. You understand?
Yes, but have you tried healing him?
No, I have not tried healing him.
Okay.
Well, other than first aid,
Okay.
because there's a curse on him.
Okay. Good luck. I'm gonna go to sleep. We're fucked,
you.
we're fucked, we're fucking fucked.
Andres!
Fucking fucked. Fucking fucked. We're gonna die on
Can
this
one
ship.
of you listen? All right, one of you two.
Yes.
See if you can find if you've got a pal or something on the ship.
In what situation would we have a pal? We're each
Well-
other's pals at well, actually no, but yes. Who would have another us?
Your manager has people under you, right? So would there be other underlings on the ship?
I mean, I can look. Or
What you do?
no, because I do not trust leaving you alone with her.
He's taking a nap in my boot.
Yes, but she says that. But for all I know, she could wake up and then try and convince you to go one way over the other. Just saying.
And this has been going on for how many years? And it's worked how well for either one of you?
Well, neither of us have left you alone with the others yet, have we?
Well, then there's no time like the present to give it a try.
Sounds like
What
some
Hey,
very serious
I'm
trust issues.
doing a thing.
You're doing a thing.
Yeah.
You're doing a thing. Oh, that's very fun.
Yeah.
That's not useful though. This man might be dying. So
he's
I'm
he's
keep
gonna
doing first
die.
aid.
We're gonna die.
shh,
He's gonna die.
I have no idea what's going on, but I love it so much.
So, Mira is the one in your boot, yeah? So, hey, M, wake up and come with me so we can find other people. Come with me. And he's kind of just gently clapping her face. Ooh, we're back. Okay. I just
Sweet deal.
was waiting for the sound to come back on.
As long
Here.
as you got my back, I'm happy.
Oh,
Sorry, like,
I'll have
please
your
go ahead.
back. It's gonna be amazing.
No. So, where we left off was,
We're alive.
we're alive, but we're dead. So, where did we leave off? What was I doing?
You got both of the voices to leave Jaina alone in the medical bay.
Okay, so Jaina is alone for the first time in a
Yes.
long time.
Yes, and she's just gonna take a moment.
And
And
everyone,
cherish the silence.
please roll a dexterity save.
Mother
Oh.
trucker.
Oh,
Again, how far have we
Yay.
gotten? Have we gotten down since the last dexterity save?
Yes, you will,
yes!
you will,
20!
you will probably be in the kitchen.
Sorry.
Okay.
Basically outside you will have just seen, like, Sophie leave to go do a trumpety noise.
God damn it, I got an 11.
Oh shit, Jaina. I was not expecting that.
Sorry.
Oh, there's my
I
natty
wasn't
one.
either.
I found my natty one for today.
you found
So
it.
that's 9.
So,
Oh shit.
+8 to dex.
I do.
so
I'm a cat rogue. What do you want?
because that +8 got you above what well, it got you a decent ways higher. I won't give you damage, but you do fall face forward into like the corner piece of the wall that attaches to the kitchen door. So however that manifests for you, that's what occurs.
I don't know. Does Nora fall over?
Nora, what'd you get?
16.
16. Laura does not fall over. So
when I feel it start to pitch, I will like hold my arm out to her and like grab her elbow and kind of hold her up, and then pitch myself right into the wall. If that's okay.
that's perfectly
Sacrifice
fine.
your own balance to save Nora.
Jaina, you are taking in this beautiful moment of absolute serenity, and then you're like, oh shit, I need to heal this guy. Put your hands back down just as he starts to drop, and manage to bring him back up to stable. Everyone else seem... Everyone else is fine?
I wrote by the way, it wasn't a 20. It wasn't a natural 20, it was a 19, but I got a 26.
Lovely.
Oh,
Well,
beautiful.
you are fine.
I land on my feet, what can I say?
But you do see the Leonin that you saw earlier coming out of the kitchens. Sorry, we can't have anyone go into the med bay right now. We've
No, we're
just
the ones
been...
that brought him here. It's fine.
Oh,
Keep moving.
which one of you scared the shit out of the captain?
Oh, probably.
I look over at Jaina.
It wasn't...
I'm sorry, Eleonora.
Was it you?
Oh yes. Sorry.
High five?
Oh, of
This
course.
This is the big lion guy, right?
Yeah, this is the lion guy
Yes.
that was fighting with him earlier.
So because I wasn't up there to see that, I don't know what the hell's going on. So as he says that, I will start edging in between them,
Mhm.
and then when they high five, then I'll stop and be.
I
What did I miss?
pat Shadow on her arm, just be good.
He's a
Be good.
friend from earlier.
They saw me arguing with the captain, and when he called down to us to say, hey, fucking make sure that no one goes in the med bay, and he sounded like he was scared shitless, I figured someone had, scared the shit out of him, because it wasn't me.
Yeah, he's a dick. How do you put up with him?
Money.
Ah,
Really? Has he
Well-
been paying you? Because I seem to recall you saying we haven't been paid in a couple.
That's why I was yelling at him, because the reason that I was putting up with him was not happening.
Well, you'll be happy
I
to
will
know at the
warn
very
you.
least.
oh, go
You're-
ahead.
go ahead. Well, you'll be
No.
happy to know that the amount that your captain values your life is none, because he can fly, so if this ship goes down, he has no problem letting you all go down with it.
That does not surprise me in the slightest.
Wonderful. So what are we going to do about it?
How is it that the captain's able to fly? That's actually kind of curious. Just for
He
my sake.
he is able to fly because he has something that lets him fly. I don't know. I
Oh.
don't know if it's a broom or something, but he has some sort of implement of flying.
So it's an item. You know the interesting thing about items, Mr. What was your name?
Crindwald.
Mr. Greenwood. The interesting thing about
Greenwald.
items is people tend to get separated from them if they're particularly careless, and our captain friend here seems particularly careless, in my opinion.
As much as
turned
I would
out- I
love to
turned-
sabotage him, right now we've got something that's making the ship go down.
Yes, the person who keeps it afloat is possibly dying.
What do you mean by that? Because
What's the-
I've been hearing some stuff about
I'm
places
going
that
to go
I
in
don't
and
know
check
about.
on him.
Cool, good.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm going with her.
I say
Shadow,
I'm
will you
talking to
please
the big guy.
update him?
Okay, so you just give him
Fabulous.
like all of the story, and he's like, "That fucking bitch."
Basically.
Yeah, I walk alone and I just pat him on as I walk by and continue.
Have
on
you
with
not
my day.
been downstairs, like all the way to the bottom? Have you not been down there to just stop at the storage room usually?
It normally like there is no going past the storage room when you go down.
Oh
there.
yeah, there's a whole set of stairs that go down there, and this nice person was in there.
There
And then
there
was a
are
knife sticking
not.
out of it.
There are not stairs. At least not when I've been down there.
Well, apparently there are sometimes. Now here's my question. I know that it seems you spend a lot of your time here in the kitchen, so perhaps you could refer me to somebody else. How would I go about finding somebody who's not supposed to be here, has a dark cloak on that's been ripped, and has some sort of very nasty knife with them?
I would suggest going to I always forget his name. He's new. The guy that has the checklist of everyone who's bought tickets. He would know who is supposed to be here and who's not.
Alright.
And that's if the guy that you brought on board that was brought on board wasn't like meant to be here. Like if he
Right.
didn't pay, but he will have a list of everyone who's supposed to be here.
Alright, I'll take a look for that. If for some reason we were needing to have some more, and I kind of look very pointedly at the larger like line muscles that he has, firepower besides myself. Do you have others that you would potentially suggest to join us?
My whole kitchen staff is trained to fight in less than ideal. Well, no, not that. That's not the right word. Less than scrupulous ways. We know how to handle ourselves.
Well, Mr. Grindelwald, I think you and I are going to get on very, very well. If it's all right, so I'm sort of keep you updated on our situation. We can judge from there what's next, yes?
Absolutely, and if we get this sorted before landing, well, I do have a room to myself.
Fried chicken, woo, woo! I wanted to do it earlier.
Well,
She
hello
pauses,
there.
she pauses for a second with a half grin on her face. Yes, well, let's get through this first, shall we?
Absolutely.
And I head in to follow my companions.
Lovely. So he goes and, but like, he's clearly got his group of people like watching the door, because you do hear a couple of times people with different voices going, "No one in the med bay. We can help you if it's sorry, you've got a piece of corn stuck in your teeth. Just get it out." That's not for a doctor to do. But you guys are now all in there. You can see Jaina is the only one that was in there. The doctor is gone. Satana is gone. And it's just you. And this dying guy.
That they left no official ship personnel.
Yeah. To be fair, you did
Hello
send them
again.
away. But
Oh. Oh, hello, dear.
How's
I
it
do remember you
going?
saying
Jaina?
you trained to be a doctor. Have you been able to discover anything about poor
Yes,
injured
the dear Dr. Gregory. He's not here at the moment, but apparently he was able to tell that there's a curse in the wound. So he is going to his
Oh.
room to look up his book on curses.
was
Which
his
thanks
name
goodness he has
Gregory?
that. I thought it was.
His name was Gordon.
Gordon. Well, I forgot.
You know, Jim Gordon.
Commissioner?
That's a thing.
Gordon
Ramsey
Ramsay.
Gordon. Yeah, there you go.
Dr.
We're a
Gordon.
Batman fan here. Thank you.
Gordon Ramsay is a real doctor.
No, Gordon Ramsay's a damn bastard of a chef.
No, he's not a doctor. He's a
He's-
real person. I'm not a
Oh.
I'm not a DC
Looks like he's
fan.
also a doctor? That's interesting. Fun fact.
I'm
Oh
not.
my
Oh,
God.
we have a
wasn't-
doctorate in the culinary
There's a
arts.
man
Wouldn't
dying in
surprise
front
me.
of us, guys. Come on.
We are talking culinary bastards and awesome DC characters.
So, do any
Don't
of
get
you
into it,
lovely
man.
people happen to know how to remove curses?
No,
apologize, I do
not hardly.
All
It's-
of you that want to can roll an Arcana check as she describes the curse to you.
I've got something I can try.
Oh,
That is
Okay,
Oh,
so
14
yes.
Arcana.
okay, because
Nora,
you
apologies.
all you all talked at once. Shadow, what did you roll?
12. I know nothing.
Remy, what'd you roll?
That'd be an 18 on my Arcana check.
Jaina, what'd you roll?
Well,
12. Sophie, what'd you roll?
Oh, I thought I was not near
She
her.
isn't in the room.
Oh,
Yeah, she's
you're
not
not
in
in
the
the room. Never mind. I forgot about that. I thought you were in there. Eleanor, what'd you roll?
14.
14. Okay. Remy. Greater Restoration is a thing, isn't it? Anyway,
It is, but that isn't until I think that's a fifth level spell. You're not getting that till way later.
yeah, but people might have that on the ship.
The guy dying, maybe.
So, while you guys are doing that, because I forgot that Sophie wasn't there, we're gonna go over to Sophie. Sophie, I rolled a 19 to see if anyone would turn up. So, one guy, a lovely Minotaur woman, comes to you, and is like, I heard you were asking for a surgeon. How may I be of assistance?
Sophie decides to put on her cute voice to try it because it seems like it would probably work best. So there's somebody in the med bay that could really use your help. He's been cursed, and we really need to get it away to get it off of him because that's the only way we can heal him. Do you know anything about removing curses?
I would need to know the curse first, so I can come down and have a look, and if I can't do something, I can help get the information you need to get it sorted. Do you by any chance know anything about why the ship keeps falling?
Unfortunately, I'm not at liberty to tell you anything like that. I don't have the authorization, but I do know that you would be really helping out this person and a lot of other people if you did it.
Okay,
Tell her.
that sounds ominous, so I'll come and have a look and see what I can do, shall we?
Thank you so much.
You can stop
And
with
she-
that. You can stop with that voice if you'd like to.
Damn!
Ooh.
Oh, Well, thank you for that.
It's fine.
And-
I know a customer service or bedside manner voice when I hear one. It's a strain on the vocal cords.
I know customer service voice.
Hey, well, I bet you we all know that voice all too well. And
Sophie
we all have one.
just kind of shockingly shakes her head and leads her off to the med bay.
Lovely.
Just in case you see a male tabaxi in there, could you just keep thinking that this is my regular voice? He
That-
doesn't know that I have a regular voice.
That's perfectly fine. I've forgotten my real voice a long time ago, so I was just making sure that you didn't hurt your vocal cords enough that yours goes like this.
Oh.
I've been a
Hold on.
doctor.
Relatable.
I've been a doctor for a very long time.
Hold on. Is this flight projecting again?
No. Flight does have a customer service voice, but it is not this.
No. I have. a
No,
customer
this
service
is-
voice.
This is Flight very indiscreetly calling me out.
Well, it's not discreet, if that's what you were wondering. But
Indiscreet.
and I'm just so sad that Triss was not here for it, because she would have been dying.
That's all good. She'll be back shortly. So, as you take the lovely Minotaur down, you notice that she's clearly dressed in like some finery and stuff. She's probably one of the terrace people. So she's upper class, if not very high class. And you get down to the kitchens, and a hobgoblin comes out and is like, "Sorry, no one is allowed in the med bay. We apologize for this, but if you have any issues, please see someone else."
Oh, it's okay. I'm actually friends with the people that are in the med bay that are trying to help the guy that's dying.
Oh, you know about the dying guy? You're fine. Go right on in.
That's so
Oh,
funny.
you know about the dying guy.
I've got a little question for Sophie, real quick.
Yep.
When you were referring to the male tabaxi, were you referring to me?
I will neither confirm nor deny these allegations.
You know I'm not full tabaxi.
You're tabaxi enough
Nope.
for people to identify you as a tabaxi.
I just thought you were short, you know, the runs with the little happen.
Yeah, my
TBC,
notes just say
you.
short to
There is such a thing as the Munchkin breed,
Oh, they're so cute.
They got something.
and they're
Look
adorable.
at you,
Their legs are short.
Sophie. Sophie, if I hear that from you, we're gonna have some words.
So,
Funny.
all of you are back in the med bay now with a dying guy and a minotaur lady who's really hot, and all minotaurs
Oh,
are
she's
hot.
hot.
All minotaurs are hot. You can fight me on this. This is Flight's opinion right now. All minotaurs are hot. So
So she has said it. So mote it be.
and as
So shall
as
it be.
they enter, the
Soda
doctor
touches.
the doctor also returns into the room. We've got about 15 minutes left, I think, or maybe no. Wait, how long do we have left? Can someone
It's
else?
Yeah, it's
fifteen
quarter
Yeah,
after
exactly.
three.
17. You have 17 minutes.
17
Are we
minutes.
are we a 4 hour or 5:30 to 9:30 or whatever?
Yeah, we're
Sure.
generally about a 4 hour. Yeah.
Yeah, we got about 15 minutes, give or take.
Cool.
Is the tiefling here or did he leave? I can't remember.
Santana left to go get the register of people well before someone suggested it to you. Yep.
Right. Okay, cool. So we're all together for the
Yes.
first time in
Yay!
The episode. The
This is
first
the first
time
time
in the
since we
episode.
got on the ship.
Hello,
Yeah.
darling.
well, we're quite a group,
Welcome
aren't
back.
we? You seem like you know more than I do. Jaina, what's happening?
Oh, well, that's a matter of opinion, I'm sure. What subject are we talking about that I would know more than you?
The one that
Jaina?
is going to potentially kill all of us, so
Oh, well, in that case, possibly. But the
Wonderful.
doctor should be back any moment now.
I'm
In the meantime,
Great.
I'm
let's
back.
keep him alive.
I'm also here. I'm a surgeon.
Oh,
I
hello.
have, and he kind of lifts his book. It is a pamphlet, and it's like beginner's guide to curses. So it's not a thick tome.
Oh,
It's
try
it
it.
This is
is
hard.
it is just light reading, that he brings in, and the Minotaur woman sees it and goes, "That is full of misinformation, but it may be able to help us a little bit."
Oh my goodness. So as everybody's kind of hemming and hawing and stuff, I finally just go, could literally anyone tell me what is killing this man so we can fix it?
Oh, I can
Wonderful,
actually.
do
There's
it.
a curse. There's a curse around his wound
Ach.
of the necrotic nature. It's called
Right.
what was it? Voice in my head. The gushing.
Let's just go with gushing, because I think no, I didn't close it. Gushing gore is what it was called,
Gushing gore. That's the one. It's a gushing gore.
but
Curse.
also not that because it's homebrew, but it's that.
Does that title mixed with the fact that I spent a little bit of time like packing the wound and stuff around the knife?
Mhm.
So I should have seen at least some of it, I think.
Yeah.
Does any of that ring any sort of bell considering the circles that I tend to run in?
You know that knives that can have curses on them. You know that knives can have curses put on them specifically so that they will continue to hurt the person that's been injured by them. This particular one is supposed to be kind of torturous, continually reopening a wound. It's designed to stab someone who's got a lot more vigor. So like it'll kill them over time. But because this guy is so weak, stabbing him with this particular weapon is more of like I'm gonna make sure you stay dead when I kill you, sort of thing.
Okay. But there isn't anybody or any organization or anything that like that's kind of their signature, anything like that.
No, like there are groups that are more likely to use cursed weapons, but they're more like it'll be their top echelon that do that anyway, because like they know, hey, using curses is better because this and this, but it's no one's signature move.
Thanks.
Yeah. But they
Alright,
would have to
well-
have at least a little bit of money to be able to acquire a weapon that has been cursed.
All right, well, all of the people who are much more
Not
educated
cheap.
and smarter than I am, what do we do now? Because I, for one, don't want to go falling through the air to the ground.
We do two things. One, first we remove the curse, and then we heal him. But we can't do step two
Wonderful.
until we get step one. There is one possible other option. Cut out the area around, possibly that will remove the curse parts. I don't know.
Wouldn't that just
It's
kill him
an
faster?
idea.
I mean, look at him. He looks like a great grandfather.
I
Mine's
turn over to the
lady.
Minotaur. I turn over
But
to
you
the
said
Minotaur
you're a
and I ask
surgeon,
her,
so please take over.
Thank you.
Oh. Wonderful.
Yeah, sorry,
you
I
remove the
did.
curse, madam?
I can certainly try. I've heard of gush and gore curses before. They are a little bit prone to exploding when they're removed.
Oh, lovely.
Excuse me. Did
Not-
you say exploding?
Not in like a detonation sort of sense, but like as a final hurrah. He'll
I'm
be
so
fine.
sorry.
He'll be fine.
I know that I'm interrupting you again, but did someone explain to you the gravity of the situation in this man's life?
No, we were told that it. Well, I was kind of hinted at that the fact that it was kind of linked to why the ship keeps dropping, but the explosion wouldn't be inwards; it would be outwards. So, if you
that's
don't,
the gushing gore.
yes, if you don't want to get messy, I would suggest you leave the room while I try this.
Oh, all right.
Shadow,
Eleonora.
as you leave, I snap my finger. I cast prestidigitation on you and get any of the last little bit of blood that's around on you that you missed.
You might have wanted to hold off on that till later.
Do I know?
No, she said,
I
Shadow,
have a
you're leaving,
whole
right?
coat full of stuff. It's fine.
Yeah, no one's
Great.
left
Your
yet.
coat is
anyway.
fine now.
No one has left.
No,
No,
my
I
yet.
thought she was walking out.
My coat's in the
I was
corner.
doing that as she was walking
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
You're
my
not
coat.
walking out?
I'm trying to decide if I would have grabbed my coat. I probably would have if we were going out. So yeah, that's fine.
Sophie's gonna stay in the room, but she is gonna duck for cover.
Okay.
Yeah, I do the prestidigitation on Shadow if she was leaving the room.
Okay.
And she grabbed her coat, her and the coat, They're good.
Okay, cool. Eleonora, are you leaving?
Well, that's useful.
I think Shadow is leading me out of the room, if I'm not mistaken.
Quite.
Jaina, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm staying right there.
Okay. At
She
this
is
point,
remarkably invested.
Ooh.
at this point, your buddies come back in. We found maybe one person who's my guy, and one person, no, 3 people. They were nuns who are her guys. But we don't think that they would be useful, so we didn't bring them here. We didn't tell them. They couldn't see us. So.
Right.
But they do exist, and they are around.
Okay. Thank you.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
Do I hear Jaina making that noise?
You did hear her responding, yeah.
Jaina, do you have something to share?
Gonna die. We're gonna
No, I'm very
die.
excited to
We're
watch this.
gonna
I've never
die.
seen this in
We're
person before.
gonna die.
I don't know, you seemed rather really assured and almost comforted for a second, as if you found out some
Oh,
You
no,
had some
sorry. I was just
revelation.
talking to myself again.
We're gonna die.
She already told you that she does that, Remy.
And I was thinking if she had a revelation for herself. It's very possible.
Nope.
I think if she'd done that for other people, she would have voiced it out loud. But since she was having an inward revelation, she would keep it to herself.
Die.
Well, she tends to have her revelations outside when she responds vocally
Die.
to things.
Jazz hands
Um,
die.
Madam Minotaur. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Okay.
excuse me. There's a fly over here.
Madam, I beg your pardon, Madam Minotaur. What was your name?
I didn't tell you my name, and I'm not going to for anonymity purposes.
I am both
Fair enough.
intrigued and fascinated all in the same moment. Do you need any assistance with your
Not unless you
Patient.
want to be covered in blood.
Well, luckily I happen to have some magical gifts that can take care of that afterwards.
Get out of the room.
Very well.
Yes, Doc.
Little one.
Yes.
What did I say earlier? He's out of the room.
Oh, sorry. And Sophie leaves the room.
Oh, good.
I don't know whether to feel offended or not.
So, the only person who's still in here is Jaina.
Yep.
Your name, if you don't mind.
Jaina.
Lovely. Would you mind holding this open while I cast this?
Not a problem.
Lovely. And she leans in, and that's where I'm gonna call session.
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't trust it! I don't trust it! Not for a second! Jaina, you might be screwed. I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. With Flight's the look on her face from Flight, that immediately was like, oh fuck, shit.
Can't
Yeah,
trust me,
yeah.
motherfuckers!
I
I'm never
have one
gonna
more
trust
question
you.
before we're totally done, because I won't remember for next week. Because we walked out, but we just stayed right there. Is the door open? Do we hear the talking that's happening in there?
Yes. No, because I wanted to make sure that Sophie could speak in her normal voice before, after Remy left, so the door is closed. But you can
Okay.
probably hear muffled noises, but not actual conversation.
Okay. But Sophie then comes out.
Yes, Sophie then comes out.
Okay. If that's where we're starting next week, then I'm gonna have stuff to do.
All of us but Jaina are outside the door.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, the doctor's
I
also
looked-
inside.
I looked mildly
Yes.
miffed as I walked out though.
But with that, I have been Flido
Love it.
Chaos. You can find me on all the places. Come join our Discordy. Amelia?
Hello, I'm Amelia. I play Eleonora. Come find me on TikTok or at actress_Amelia on Instagram.
Lovely.
Tris.
Hi, I am Triss, and I have been playing Shadow this evening, which has been a ton of fun. I am at Triss_Joy, both Twitter and TikTok, and probably anywhere else, but I don't know if I check anywhere else. I don't know. I should probably find that out. I'm gonna plug myself for a second. Is that allowed?
Yeah, sure.
I have a new audiobook that has just released as of June 1st. That is a wonderful, beautiful book of poems written by a very lovely woman named Sunset Moonrise is the name of the book. Look it up on Audible. It's a ton of fun. And
It's beautiful.
I'm gonna
Do yourself a
crisscross
favor and
and
go listen to it.
thank you. I'm gonna crisscross over to Crazy Gamer Lady and mix it up.
Hey guys, I'm the Crazy Gamer Lady. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Discord, on Mayhem Gaming, DM Denial, ADH Adventures. Every other Saturday, you can find me on ADH Adventures Twitch channel for unlicensed magic war crimes. And hope to see y'all there. And I'm
That
gonna
sounds
move it over
amazing.
to a drop of beauty.
Hi, I've been Jaina Mestrid this evening, and I totally am not creepy and or crazy, and I don't know what you guys are talking about. There is nothing sus about Jaina. Going over to
No,
Hartman.
not at all. Why would anyone ever dare think that? How dare you?
I don't
Done
know, man.
messed me up right at the beginning. All right. Hello, everybody. I am Keep_on_Harpin, who has played your wonderful Remy Hornwood. And I thank all of you who stayed and joined us for this wonderful session of craziness and suspense and intrigue. Thank you again for coming, all of you. Back to the DM for any last plugs.
So thank you all for coming. My eyes have decided that they're going to start crisp over just as we're finishing this session, so it's a good thing we're finishing. Thank you again to Cregan and Gray and Neff for sending the bits and the subscriptions. It's fantastic. I'm so friggin' excited that we're able to do that sort of stuff now. We have a Patreon. The cheapest one I think is like $3 a month. Feel free to just chuck on a support. That's awesome. We use that money to do nitro for our channel, for our Discord, or if someone needs a new device, or if we're gonna do commissions. That's where that kind of money goes. So it's all supporting the channel. So thank you again for joining us, and good night. So.